Right, so bring this up. Give me verse 46.
Deuteronomy 28 and 46.
Yo.
And they 45. Moreover, all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
Like the Lord said, do y'all feel like we cursed as a people? Our living conditions, like it just seems like we just can't get right now. Our people just, no matter what we do, we try to do good and it just always falls. Right? It said the curse, read.
All these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
So what?
Till thou be destroyed.
Read.
Because thou hearkenest not.
Because what?
Because
Thou hearkenest not.
Read.
unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Same thing you do in the book of Daniel, because we didn't listen and hearken to the words of the Lord. Read on.
To keep his commandments and his statutes, and which he commanded thee, and they shall be upon thee for a sign.
For what?
For a sign.
How y'all know that's district chapter? How y'all know that that's district chapter? Right, it's a sign. Right? How y'all know that's Hamilton is? The big sign that say it. The same way, right? Read that again.
And they
Watch this.
shall be upon thee for a sign.
Meaning these curses are going to be upon a particular group of people for a sign and what?
And for a wonder.
Read.
And upon thy seed forever.
Meaning we're always going to be able to identify who God's chosen people are based off of the curses, because the curses are a sign as to who his chosen people are.
That's right.
So let's read some curses. Right? It's 43 of them in the book of Deuteronomy. Right? Chapter 28. We're not going to read all 43 of them. We're going to give y'all a couple, and I want y'all to tell me who it sounds like. And if it sounds like our people to a T, if it sounds like the so-called Asian man, say that sounds like the Asian man. If it sounds like the white man, say that sounds like the so-called white man. All right, y'all ready? All right, give me, actually keep reading. Actually, give me 54. So like
54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Meaning at one point in time, we should show love towards our people. Same way I show love to hey, that's how it always was for our people. It used to be. How you doing, brother? You good? You good? Y'all need some water? Y'all good? How your family? How mom's doing? That's how it used to be as a people. That's why I said tender and delicate. That's how it used to be towards one another. Right? Showing love and compassion towards one another. Read.
His eyes.
His what?
His eyes.
What?
His eyes.
Read.
Shall be evil
Toward his brother.
Said his eyes shall be evil towards his brother. What that sound like? Your eye being evil towards your own brother. Say, hey, who hate who? You said what? Exactly.
Right,
That's
right.
exactly what it's talking about. So I said your eye will be evil towards your own brother. Right? We gang bang on each other. How many times have you seen a so-called black man, right, press, right, another nation or kill another nation and then make the news? It's always what? Every time you turn on Fox 59, right, Channel 6, what's the first thing they talk about? On the far east side, they didn't have to see the so-called country, right? Right, but this you gotta realize, this is the prophet Moses. He wrote this thousands of years ago, chiefly, right, in 1446, right, BC. 1440, that's over 3,000 years ago. This was written, right? Read.
and towards the wife of his bosom,
Right?
and towards the remnant of his children.
Right? It said, Salakia, it said, right, and toward the wife of his bosom. Right? Who is that talking about? What people treat their wives, right? I'll make it easy, right? Domestic violence in the households, pimping a woman out, whoring them out, calling them all type of bees, hoes, tricking them out. Hey, all you gotta do is listen to rap music, basically.
Right.
and they all they doing is degrade our women. Right? That's in the scriptures though. That's in the Bible. The Lord said these things will come upon his people.
Right.
That's why I said, and toward the wife of his bosom, and read.
Towards the remnant of his children.
Guys getting even deeper. It said, and toward the remnant of his children. What people know for leaving their kids? What people know for leaving their kids? What people growing up in households without father figures? So they gotta look towards athletes, rappers, in order for a father figure. What fit us, right? Would y'all agree? Watch this.
Which he shall lead.
Which what?
Which he shall lead.
That's in the Bible, man. In the Bible, over 3,000 years ago, the Lord prophesied that a particular people would, guess what, leave their kids. Right? kids would go out without fathers in the household. Right? That's talking about us. Right? We the ones that struggle with that, man. Whether it be because we locked up in the system. Somebody give me who holding Isaiah 42. Isaiah 42 and 22. Right? Bring this out. Watch this.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and 22.
Bring it out.
But this people but this is a people robbed and
spoiled.
He said this is a people that are robbed and spoiled. We have literally been robbed. Literally. We've been robbed of our gold, our silver, our lands that we had, our heritage, language.
That's right.
Right? We've been robbed of our nationality. Who we even are as a people. We've literally been stripped of everything that we had before. Right? It said this is a people. Right? It said this is a people robbed and spoiled, man. Right, Reed?
They spoiled me with this word. They are all of them snared in holes.
Said all of them are snared in holes. Meaning what? We got traps set around us everywhere we go in life. We're trapped, right? We may try to do the right thing, right? You may try to change your life around. You got people that did fair time or that got felonies or whatever it may be. They get out. Guess what? Now they can't get a job, or it's hard for them to get a job that's well paying for them to take care of it.
Right.
Said what? Exactly. That's being snared. Setting a trap being set for our people to where we got to work 10 times or 100 times harder just to get on the level that they are. Right, Reed?
And they are all hid in prison houses.
They're here where?
In prison houses.
Where are people at?
In
Prison houses.
Right, who's filling up the jailhouses? That's in the Bible, brother. Right, it's in the scriptures. Meaning, and why all these scriptures we're bringing out so far sound like our people? Because the Bible is literally our history book. The Bible is a history book. People take the Bible and think it's a religious book. They take the Bible and think that it's for everybody. If I write you a letter, right? If you write me a letter, if I'm in jail and you write me a letter and you put 2 Yairs, right? Is that letter meant for everybody? Or it's meant just for the person that you sent it? Brother, this entire book is nothing but composed of our forefathers living through different captivities and documenting the things that happened in those captivities.
Right.
Literally, from beginning to end. How in the world does the Bible then become everybody's book? When it's literally all from A to Z talking about one specific group of people. It's literally a history book. It's our history book. Right? That's why they turn our people off any way they can by saying, well, Jesus is white.
Yeah.
Right? Right, we got it over here. Right, it's all good. You gotta turn around. But you know the images. Right, the images they got of so-called white Jesus. Nowhere in the Bible does it speak of a so-called white Jesus. It doesn't depict him as being a so-called white Jesus. Right? Or a European man or whatever. No, he's melanated just like we are. But how come all these images are put up of people like them? Because they don't want us to see ourselves within the book, right? They don't want us to see ourselves within the book, right? All right, let me read y'all these couple scriptures.
Shalom.
Right? We can go back to Deuteronomy real quick. I'm gonna just read y'all these couple scriptures real quick. I got you. Read, read 68, right? This right here is the nail in the coffin.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right? Y'all know what that word Egypt means? Y'all know? Are y'all familiar with the Bible? Of Moses?
Not too much now.
Okay, it's cool. Real quick, give me Jeremiah chapter 11 and 4. Give me Jeremiah 11 and 4.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 11, and verse number 4.
Bring it out.
And it reads thus: which I commanded your fathers in the day that brought them forth out of the land of Egypt.
Right, brought us out of the land of Egypt. Read.
From the iron furnace.
From the what?
From the iron furnace.
If I put y'all inside of an iron furnace, would y'all be comfortable? Nah. That's because the Lord is comparing the land of Egypt to bondage, slavery, captivity. Because when the Israelites was in Egypt, they was in slavery. They're the ones that built them the pyramids. They were slaves for Pharaoh. Right? So these different things, right?
1 Kings 8:51. For they be thy people and thy inheritance, which thou broughtest forth out of Egypt.
Same thing, read.
From the midst of the furnace of iron.
From the midst of the furnace of iron. So all throughout the scriptures, Egypt is compared to a place that's uncomfortable for our people. Right? So now we're gonna put it in context back in Deuteronomy 28:68.
Deuteronomy 28:68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
What Egypt mean?
Africa.
What it mean though? That's where Egypt is at. What it mean? Right? Y'all remember? Right? Nah. When we was in Egypt, we was slaves.
Right.
Right? That's why we brought out about the fire, the iron. Right. Exactly. You feel me? So because when we was there, we wasn't dwelling in peaceful places. We was like I said, we was slaves. We built up the pyramids. Right. So read that again from the top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Bondage and slavery
again. With ships.
With what?
With ships.
So the Lord told these people that they was going to go into slavery again, but this time they was going to go on ships. It's not talking about going actually to the land of Egypt. You don't need a boat to get to Egypt. Right? So let me ask you this question. What people went into slavery on ships? Did anybody else go into slavery on ships? So brother, who is that talking about? Gotta be talking about us, brother. It's talking about our people. This prophecy is literally pertaining to our people. Right? Read it one more time.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Which means bondage and slavery.
Again,
because they just leaving out of slavery.
With ships.
We're the only people to go into slavery on ships. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
Ever in recorded history. Right? Read.
By the way whereof I spake it to thee.
Meaning exactly how I said it, that's exactly how it's going to happen.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Have we ever been to our homeland again? Do y'all know where our homeland truly is? Africa? Yeah. Where at? Africa, big country.
Different parts of Africa.
All right, let's see what the scriptures say. Right? Galatians 4:26.
Galatians 4:26.
We all come from different sides.
But Jerusalem.
But what?
But Jerusalem.
But what?
But Jerusalem.
Read.
Which is above is free. Which is the
Mother of us all.
Which is the what?
Which is the
Mother of us all.
Which is the mother of us all. That's the real motherland. Even historians and damn, I forgot the name of them, but the people that do mapped out areas and different things of that nature, they understand. You ever heard of the Fertile Crescent? So the Fertile Crescent was something that was before you had like the African
Lamont,
other different stuff.
use that sparingly. Use it sparingly.
Fertile Crescent is made up of parts of, or the top part of.
Use it sparingly. Don't use so much.
The top part of Egypt.
Because I'm running out of everything.
Going into the land of Israel, right?
That's
Even
cool.
the oldest city, right? If you go on your phone right now and type in what is the oldest city ever, right? It's going to be a city called Jericho, right? Which is over 6,000 years old. Plus, right? That was the first city that we know of so far, right? That we know of, right? Jericho is in the land of Israel, right? So my point is the motherland where our people are from, right, is Israel. That's the true motherland. That's why over there in Israel, you got grapes that literally are like clusters of grapes that stem from like right here down to about right here. Right? Read on.
I spake it to thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
And in our homeland, our people haven't been back to our homeland as a nation. Right? We haven't been back there. You even had, if I'm not mistaken, what was his name? Nah. Damn, I forget. He tried to get, it was a man. Marcus Garvey? Yeah, Marcus Garvey. Tried to get everybody to go back to Africa.
Oh, God, yes.
Right? But read on.
Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold.
Ye shall be what?
Ye shall be sold.
Ye shall be what?
Ye shall be sold.
Read.
Unto your enemies.
When we got off those slave ships, who was we sold to?
White.
Right. That's in the Bible. See how detailed this stuff is? It's literally talking about this through the scriptures. right? Telling us what would happen to a specific group of people, right? And all these things have what? Came to pass. So it gotta be it gotta be true. That's called prophecy. Right? Read.
For bond men,
Slave men,
and bond women,
slave women,
and no man shall buy
the
you.
word buy in the Hebrew means redeem. We're still in the land of our captivity to this day. We haven't been redeemed. Everything we put our hand to do, guess what? They try to snatch it away from us. Remember when we had our own economy in Tulsa, Oklahoma? What they do to it?
Burn that shit down.
Right, they blew it up. Right? Because why? We're in the land of our captivity. We're not going to be able to prosper in the land of our captivity. Just because we got cars, we get a job, you know, a decent paying job here and there. Some are people, right? That don't take away from the fact that guess what? Every time you get a paycheck, what's half of it going to? Exactly. Is that our economy? No. We don't. These ain't our buildings, right? That's their economy. So anytime you have a people that are putting things in towards an economy that is not theirs, it's called slavery, brother.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's called slavery. You feel me? So the point is, King, right? Give me, oh, yeah, you should bring it up.
Baruch
Give me Deuteronomy
3 and verse 8.
Behold,
Behold, we are yet this day in our
what
captivity.
Baruch say?
Behold,
We are yet this day in our captivity.
We are yet this day in the land of our captivity. And to this very day. Right, read?
where thou hast scattered us for a
For
reproach,
what?
for a reproach,
Read.
and a curse,
And a what?
And a curse
Read.
and to be subject to payment.
To what?
To be subject
to
It
payments.
said to be subject to payments. That's what our people are. We're subject to payments. Right? You don't want to pay. You don't want to pay rent, man, or a mortgage. Right? We don't want to pay them taxes, man. We wish we could keep them taxes, man.
Right?
Right? Then they try to hold it off on you and say, oh, you get them at the beginning of the year. Right? And they still not giving you all the money that you really owe. Or that you really made, I should say. Right?
According to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God.
Which departed from the Lord, right? Do y'all remember what the reason is as to why we in this position at all anyways? Do y'all know why we in this position? Based off the scriptures that we brought out so far, do y'all remember why we in the position that we in as a people? Well, yeah, that's right. We have been cursed, right? Why would we curse though? What didn't we do that we were supposed to do? Right? Give me 17, 22 and 13. Right? Watch this.
2 Kings 22 and 13.
Bring it up.
And it reads thus, Go ye, inquire of the Lord for me, for the people, for all Judah, concerning the words of the book.
It said concerning the words of the book. This book right here. Read up.
That is found. For great is the wrath of the Lord.
It said what?
For great is the wrath of the Lord.
It said what?
For great is the wrath of the Lord.
Brothers, chime in if you on the line. Right? It said, for great is the wrath of the Lord, man. When you say that this is the wrath of the Lord, right? That's wrath, man. This is not love. Right? This is the wrath of the Lord, man, that has come upon us. Right? Anger. Right? The same way, right? And when you getting a whooping from your parents or something, hey, that's wrath. That's right. You feel me?
Right.
But it's coming from a good place. But it's wrath at the end of the day. It said, great is the wrath of the Lord. Read.
Great is the wrath of the Lord against Lakin, that is kindled against us.
It said that is kindled against us. This is the King Josiah right now. He was one of our kings, one of our mighty kings. He said, great is the wrath of the Lord that is kindled against us. He didn't say against the whole world. He said against us, my people, our people. Read.
Because our fathers,
our what?
Our fathers have not hearkened to the words of this book.
The words of what?
This book.
Because they didn't hearken to the words of this book. So the things that we got to do is contained in this book, which is what? It's law, statutes, and commandments. That's right. The same way as if your parents tell you to wash the dishes before they get home, or you got kids. Right, so if you tell your kids, all right, so right, give me Deuteronomy 8 and 5. You tell your kids to do something, right, and they don't do it, there's going to be some type of action behind it. There's going to be some type of discipline. Right? How come you ain't doing what I told you to do? Or something. Right? Bring this up. Watch this.
Deuteronomy 8 and 5.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt also consider in thy heart that that as a man chasteneth his son,
The same way you would chastise your son, or I would chastise my son. Right, read?
so the Lord thy God chasteneth thee.
So what?
For the Lord
Thy God chasteneth thee.
It says, so the Lord thy God chasteneth us, man. Right? Because we the children of the Lord. Believe it or not, everybody is not a son of God. Everybody wants that title.
Right.
Right? These people right here want that title.
Right.
But everybody can't have that title because it's not for everybody. The Lord didn't claim the whole world. The Lord chose a specific group of people all throughout the scriptures. Always. Right? So therefore these things have come upon us because we didn't do the things that the Lord told us to do, which is keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why we're in the position that we're in today as a people. That's why we get killed in the streets. That's why we filling up the jailhouses. That's why we went into slavery on ships. That's why we hate our brothers in our hearts. That's why we treat our women wrong. That's why all these things that you see. And the same reason that I asked you when you first came up, do you like the condition that our people are in? You said no. Why? Because we went astray from the Lord at the end of the day. So in order for us to get out of this situation, somebody give me Lamentations 2:14. People always say, right, oh, we gotta march. Right? We've been marching we've been marching in place for over 400 years.
Right.
They ain't did nothing.
Right.
They said we gotta get legislation signed. We gotta go to the Senate and get bills passed. They think just because they gave us a damn holiday called Juneteenth that everything gonna go away.
That's right, King.
That thing's gonna get better. Right? All these.
So let me ask you, how do you suggest it?
Hey,
What's your suggestion?
that's a beautiful question. But it ain't about what I suggest, it's about what the Lord said. But that's a beautiful question.
Okay.
Right? Hold that. Right? Give me Deuteronomy 30 and start at 1. It's a beautiful question.
Deuteronomy 30 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee,
It said, when all these things come upon us, read.
the blessing and the curse,
Right now we living in the time of the curse. Right, read.
which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the
It
nations.
said that when thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations. That's exactly what you see these brothers up here doing now. That's exactly what you're doing. You're calling these things to mind. Okay, all right. So, okay, that makes sense. Right, it only happened to our people, right? We went into slavery. Okay. When we call these things to mind among the nations, it just manifested itself. We're among the nations right now. Right, Reed?
Whither the Lord thy God hath driven thee.
Meaning everywhere where the Lord has driven our people, because you can see our people anywhere in the earth. You go to China and guess who's gonna be over there? Yeah, exactly. That's a curse that was upon our people too, that we will be scattered amongst all the nations. Right? Read.
And shall return into the Lord thy God.
And when we start and begin to return unto the Lord, right, read.
And shall obey his voice, his voice according to all that I command thee this day.
Meaning the laws, statutes, and commandments, the things that he gave us for inheritance. When we begin to do the things that we're supposed to do and follow those different things, read.
Thou and thy children with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity.
He will do what?
Turn thy
captivity.
He will do what?
Turn thy captivity.
One more time.
Turn thy captivity.
He's going to begin to turn our captivity. That's exactly what you see happening now. That's why you see so-called white men. Salawam. Right? See, you see that? The Lord just manifested it. You got people waking up all over the world.
That's right, King.
To these different things, to our God-given national, our God-given heritage. So that's why you see events starting to turn. You see our captivity starting to turn. What do I mean by that? You got wars going on right now, right? You got Ukraine and you got Russia going at it. Right? You got Russia and Ukraine going at it right now. Right? Those are prophecies that's prophesied in the scriptures that those things happen. Right? You got China and Taiwan getting ready to start going at it. They just flew over 30 fighter jets in their airspace a couple days ago.
Right.
Earlier this week. These are things that's brewing up. You see more and more so-called white people being oppressed. And what I mean by oppressed, outside holding picket signs, asking for money. Right? Hey, this economy is crashing.
Right.
Gas prices going up. They don't know what to do about it. You just had a pack of wild so-called white people crash their own Senate House. think about that. They rising up against each other. Why? Because those curses are starting to come upon them.
That's right.
Why? Because we waking up in these last days, man.
That's right.
And doing the things that we supposed to do according to what our Father, according to what our Father, the Most High God, told us to do.
Right.
Right? So this is living testament. The things that's going on around you is a living testament of when we begin to come back to the Most High God. Hey, our captivity, right? Read that again.
That then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations, whither the Lord thy God hath scattered thee.
Right. So, all right, I'm gonna let y'all go. So before you leave, though, right, I'm gonna read this last verse to you, because who did all those different things happen to? Right. Do you know what the Lord called us? Right? This is the answer right here. Right? Bring this up.
Deuteronomy 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
The black man.
The children of Israel.
Niggas.
The children of Israel.
African American.
The
Children of Israel.
Children of Israel, brother. That's your God-given nationality. You are an Israelite, right? What would your father be? Would your father be a so-called black man in America? Right? Would they label him an African American, or what's your father?
If I was an Israelite, you said?
Well, no, you are Israelite, brother.
What would you say?
But I'm saying, I'm asking you, like, your father, right? You got a dad, right?
Yeah.
Like, what would they label him in society? Would they label him a so-called African American, Haitian?
Black, I think Jamaican.
Oh, he's Jamaican?
Yeah.
So, brother, you would be an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin.
Cut.
That's right.
That's your God-given nationality, brother.
Right.
You're an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. Man.
Right.
Right? That's your God-given nationality, right? What about you, King? What's your father?
Trinidad.
Trinidad? Oh, brother, y'all both the same. Right? Y'all Israelites from the tribe of Benjamin, man. Right? The mighty tribe of Benjamin.
Right.
Right? Hey, real quick, give me Romans 11 and 1. Right? Hey, you know who else was from the tribe of Benjamin? Y'all know who else was? All right, watch this. Right, and a lot of people don't know that. Right? Yeah, take a picture of this right here. Take a picture of this. Right? Bring this up.
Romans 11 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
I say then, have God cast away his people?
A lot of people think the Israelites not on the earth no more.
Right.
Or they just lost. Now, hey, they were lost, but guess what? Now we found.
That's
right.
right.
Through the scriptures, man. Right? It said that, will God cast away his people, read?
God forbid.
What?
God forbid.
I mean, hell no, man. The Lord is never going to cast away his people, right? Read.
For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham.
The seed of Abraham, brother. You an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, read.
Of the tribe of Benjamin.
What is he?
Of the
Tribe of Benjamin.
Of
The tribe of
Right,
Benjamin.
y'all would be Israelites from the tribe of Benjamin. That's your
Right.
God-given nationality.
That's right.
Right? And what do we got to do in order to turn our captivity? Y'all remember? Right? What we got to do in the Bible?
That's right.
That's right, brother.
Cut.
That is how we get out of the situation that we in, man. That's what we do for our people, man. That's the best way we could, brother, you love your people. I'm sure. Y'all love y'all people, I'm sure. The best way you could ever help your people is by taking heed to these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Because when y'all do that, hey, we speed up the process.
That's right.
Right? All right, kids, so y'all got to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Y'all got a flyer? Did y'all get a flyer? Okay, check the YouTube channels on there, and there's an email on there. I gotta check it out because I gotta learn some commandments. Right? So we gotta be diligent in this. What's your nationality? What the Lord call you?
Benjamin.
That's
right. That's right.
That's right. Hey, you sound Benjamin. Right? You're an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin.
Right.
All right, kings. All right, brother. So all praise to the Most High, man. That's why we come out here, man.
Go.
We come out here to declare the name of the Lord, uplift and magnify the name of the Lord, and bring back home Jacob, man.
Cut.
Right? Come All praise to the Most High, man. That's why we out here, man. We out here for the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Right? We not out here for nobody else, man. We out here for our people, right? Because we only care about our people, man.
That's right.
Hey, somebody give me 2nd Esdras 9 and 9, man. We don't care. Or, give me 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and 13. Right? We don't care about the other nations, man. We're not out here extending our hands to the other nations. We're not out here trying to figure out, trying to see if there might be a 160,000.2% chance, right, that they may be Israelite. Nah, man.
Right.
We out here extending the hand to our people, man.
That's right.
Right? Read this out.
2nd Ezra 9 and 13.
Yeah.
Therefore, be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished.
Hey, the Lord said, be not thou curious of how the ungodly shall be punished, man.
Right?
Meaning, don't worry about them, man.
Right.
I'm giving you all this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I'm telling you that you're the greatest people on the face of the earth. I'm telling you that the kingdom of heaven is for you, man. I'm telling you I'm telling you the gospel, man. Through all the scriptures, man. The gospel, right? And you want to sit here and worry. You got a lot of our people who want to sit here and worry about, right? What about the so-called laymen? Right? Well, what about the East Indian men? Right? Can they be? And the Lord said, "Be not thou curious of how the ungodly shall be punished and when, man." Right? Read.
And when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved.
He said, "But inquire how the righteous shall be saved," man. Meaning your people. Right? That's what you should be worried about in these last days, man. How to help your people, man. Hey, Yahweh Shai was only worried about his people, man.
Right.
He didn't care about the other nations, man. He didn't give a damn about what they was going through, man. It said he looked upon the multitude when he was in Israel, man, and was moved with compassion, man, and was moved with tears because of the things and the situations that our people was in. Hey, y'all sisters got a minute to hear the words of the Lord? Hey, brother. Hey, brother. Man, right?
Why you walking like that?
They got a
Okay,
show
okay.
going. That's mad.
Okay, come.
Right? So, hey, that's what we are here to do at the end of the day, right? Real quick, give me 2nd Ezra chapter 1 and verse 5. Right? 2nd Ezra 1 and verse 5.
2nd Ezra,
right?
chapter 1 and verse number 5.
Go.
Go thy way and show my people.
Show the other nation.
Show my people their sinful deeds.
Right? That's what we out here to do, man. We out here to show our people in the ways which they err and give them back their nationality, give them back their heritage, man, according to the words of the Lord. Right, read on.
And their children, their wickedness, which they have done against me.
Right? The wickedness that we have done against our Father at the end of the day, man. Everybody would, hey, what's going on, King? Brother, you got 2 minutes? Bust that Huey for me, King. All praises. Right? You love your people, brother? You love your people? All right, are you for your people, brother? You for your people? All right, well, we gonna see, brother. Right? Real quick. Right? You love your people, right? You for your people. What's your nationality, King?
Ukrainian.
Ukrainian? Okay. Right? So, your people, right?
Ukrainian.
You're for your people. You say you care about your people. You love your people. How do we get our people out of the situations that we're in today? Are you okay with the situation that our people live in as a nation? Right? Nah. You said, huh?
It should be different.
Right. How should it be different? In what way?
There's so many ways. Like,
Yeah, it is a lot of different ways, right? That was a broad question, right? But my question is, right, what do we do to get ourselves out of that position?
it depends on how you go about it. Like,
What's the answer? That's the answer that all our people want to know. That's the answer and the reason as to why our people fill up the streets and march all damn day and say no justice and no peace for over 400 years. Why? Because they want the answer. So what's the answer? You got it? You think you don't have it? Well, brother, let's show you the answer, King. Will you allow us to do that? All right, in order for us to know how to get ourselves out, we got to know what put us in this situation in the first place, right? You ever heard that? The same thing that got you in is the same thing that'll get you out, brother? Right? So we got to figure out, how did we fall? How did we become servants unto base men? How did the greatest people on the face of the earth fall to the bottom of the pole? Right? How did these things happen? Somebody give me Micah 2 and 2. Right? Somebody give me Micah 2 and 2. Somebody give me go back to bring this up.
Micah 2 and verse 2.
Yo.
God. And they comfort fields and take them by violence, in houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house.
That's Micah 2 and 2. Oh, Malachi 2 and 2. Salaki, I'm tripping. Malachi 2 and 2.
Malachi 2 and verse 2. If ye will not hear, and if ye will not lay it to heart, to give glory into my name, said the Lord of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you.
It said, I will even send a curse upon you if we don't do what? We don't reverence the Lord, man, and do the things that he told us to do. Right, read on.
And I will curse your blessings.
Right.
Yea, I have cursed them already.
Yeah, what?
Cursed them already.
Right, so these are the things, that's part of the things that happen unto our people. So like it happened unto our people to where we have fallen from our first estate. Right, watch this. Right, bring this out. Go right to verse, I believe on 111.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 9 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
Yeah, all Israel have transgressed thy law.
Right, it said all Israel has transgressed thy law, meaning the law of the Lord. Not the so-called white man's laws in this government, but we have transgressed the law of the Most High God that he's given to us as a people. Right, read on.
Even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore, the curse, the curse.
Would you agree, brother, that this is a curse? Because did that happen to everybody on the earth? Or did that happen to our people? You said what?
I mean, slavery
You mean
was
what?
everywhere, but
You said slavery was everywhere?
I mean, yeah,
So everybody went through what we went through as a people?
there's different types, but no,
Different types.
Not what we went through, no.
Okay, all right, there you go. I'm not gonna argue with you that other nations were enslaved, because they were enslaved. Other nations were enslaved, but there's specific things that happened to us that didn't happen to anybody else. Like, I mean, just based off of a time frame, nobody has been in slavery longer than our people.
No.
That is a fact, and this is not our only captivity. Our people only think that this is the only time we've been in slavery. We've been in slavery to every nation, literally. Literally, that is a known fact. Right? Bring this up. All right, keep reading on.
The curse is poured upon us.
Upon us, read.
And the oath that is written in the law of
It
Moses,
said in the oath that's written in the law of Moses, read.
the servant of God, because we have sinned against him.
Because what?
We have sinned against him.
It said because we've sinned against the Most High God at the end of the day. Right? That's why we in the position that we in as a people, read.
And he have confirmed his words, which he spoke against us, and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil.
What?
A great evil.
It said a great evil. Like what? Did you know that we got fed to alligators? Right? They would literally take our babies and feed them to alligators.
Right.
Right? They literally would take the Native Americans, cut the stomach, and then rip the baby out of the stomach.
Right.
Right? They literally threw our babies off of buildings.
Right.
Off the walls. Right? These things happen to, and that's only a fraction of the things that happen to our people.
God.
Right? Read on.
For under the whole heaven,
For under what?
the whole heaven
It said for under the whole heaven. Read.
have not been done as had been done upon Jerusalem.
Meaning nobody has gone through the things that our people have gone through.
Right.
Straight up. Nobody has went through those things. Right? To the extent and the level that we've gone through. Right? Now bring this out.
Jeremiah 16.
Real quick, before we read this, why did that happen to our people?
I think it goes deeper than that. I think
No, hold on. What did the scripture say real quick? And then I'll ask you for what you think. Was you paying attention?
not really.
Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Right. Somebody give me Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 25. Me Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 25.
Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 25.
Bring it out.
Receive therefore instructions.
And what?
Instructions.
And what?
Instructions.
Through my words.
Through my what?
Through
my words.
And it shall be good, Slocket. And it shall do you good.
Brother, we not up here telling you nothing that's gonna hinder you.
Right.
Right? We up here, all the things that we tell you is for your good at the end of the day. All right, brother. So come on, brother. You gotta pay attention, King. Right? This is vital. This is life or death at the end of the day, brother. Whether you like it, believe it, or understand it or not, this is life or death. Right? If you love your people, you would try to seek out the best possible way to save your people.
That's right.
Right? So read this.
Jeremiah 16 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass when thou shalt shew this people all these words, and And they shall say unto thee, who for hath the Lord pronounced all these great evil against us?
Right? The Lord pronounced a great deal of evil against our people.
Right.
Right? Read.
Against us, or what is our iniquity?
Meaning, what did we do? Read.
Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord our God? Then shalt thou say unto them,
What shall we say?
because your father hath forsaken me,
He said, because our fathers have forsaken the Lord. Right, read on.
said the Lord, and have walked after other gods, and have served them.
Right, meaning Buddha, Brahma, Shiva, Krishna, Allah, right, rocks, the sun, the moon, the stars, all these different things our people wanted to worship instead of worshiping the one and true living God. Read.
And have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law.
And have what?
And have
Not kept my law.
Have what?
And have
Not kept my law.
And have not kept the law of the Lord. Right? That's why all these different things happen to us. Because how does the greatest, strongest, smartest, most spiritual, in every aspect, a high level people get conquered by base men? If we truly are the greatest people on the face of the earth, how does that happen? You said you wanted to say something. You said you think it's deeper than that.
Yeah, I think it's deeper than that.
So what do you think it is? How much deeper can it get than that, right?
We don't have
I need you to speak up just a little bit
we
too.
don't have any history before the slavery, right?
Yeah, we do. They just don't teach it to you. Yeah.
Exactly.
We can go through it. We can go through it right now. You said, huh?
They don't teach it to
Well, the school systems don't teach it for anybody. That's why, real quick, I'm going to let you speak right after this verse. Just right after this verse, I'm going to let you continue your point. Give me Job 8 and 8. Right after I read this, I got you, brother. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
Job 8 and verse 8. For ye inquire, I pray thee.
Right? The Lord said inquire means to seek out. Right? Read.
Of the former age.
Of what?
Of the former age.
Just the 2000.
Of
The former age.
Just the 1900.
Of
The former age.
1619.
Of the former age.
And prepare thyself to search of their fathers.
Meaning, that's why the Lord said that to us. Meaning we go past 1619. The school system is only going to tell you about 1619. The government is only going to tell you about 1619. That's why when you go to schools, college, or wherever, they don't teach us nothing except for slavery. And then up. Slavery and upwards. They don't go past 1619, not even really understanding or realizing that we was even over here, and you had a lot of our people that was over here in slavery before 1619.
Right.
So, you can continue, brother. It's cool.
I respect what y'all doing though.
So what you think is deeper though? I want you to elaborate on that.
Right. Everything.
So what is it, brother? What is it? We want to know.
Right.
Because you said it's deeper than what we just brought out, so if it's deeper than I want to know.
That's like live life.
YOLO?
Yeah.
Oh man. Damn. No, brother, no YOLO, brother. It's not YOLO. YOLO is what got us like this in the first place. That's what YOLO has done for our people. Right there. Because we say, you know what? The Lord told me to serve him and keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, but I want to go see what the sun God's talking about. Right? I want to go do what the Greeks do and wear togas and rose petals in my hair.
Right.
Right? Yeah, that's what happened. We literally went astray from the Lord and went to go be like these people. Right? And other people upon the face of the earth. Right? So, brother,
Yeah,
we gotta. What's deeper? What is? You still ain't said nothing. All you said was
Dog walking
YOLO.
dogs.
You gave me YOLO. Right? If you ever have kids, brother, and your son come up to you and say, Dad, why are our people in the condition that we in today? You gonna tell him YOLO?
That's all.
So what you gonna tell him, brother?
Society, the government, the way it's set up. Because everything is planned. Like
Right.
government shit, everything is planned.
Right. I mean, it's planned even
We're
before
on
that.
the agenda right now.
Give me. I'm listening to you.
It's probably on the agenda. We've been on the agenda since probably 1619.
Right. Give me Psalms chapter 83.
I'm a it's just
I'm
like,
listening to you. It's just life, brother.
yeah.
Come on, I thought you was for your people, brother.
But this
So
thing
when
is
you
all
wanna,
running
you
up.
said, huh?
This thing is running up.
Hey, brother, well, hey, it gotta run out then, brother.
Hey, calm.
When you wanna, I would wanna seek the true reason of why my people at the bottom of society, if I'm truly a brother that loves my people and am for my people, I don't give a damn about a student, man.
Right.
I'm trying to, well, dang, I love my people so much. Hey, I got to figure out why this is it. You said, huh? Brother, do you know how many leaders we've had, brother, throughout the process of time? Brother, we had one in this generation, brother. How old are you? Brother, you had multiple in this generation, brother. What you mean we need another one? We need another leader. Brother, we need to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments, brother.
That's right.
That's what we need to do. We gotta come back to the Most High God.
That's right.
Right? That's what we gotta do. It ain't YOLO. It ain't oh, I gotta do this and that, or it's deeper than that. Brother, we gotta come back and serve the Lord our God, man.
That's right.
Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. That's the reason we in this position that we in now. That's
Right.
why we brought out the scriptures that we brought out, showing you that this is what got us in this position. Right? You talk about it's an agenda, it's set up and all this stuff, but why is it an agenda and why is it set up? We just gave you the answer, brother. We gave you the answer. You said, huh?
Religion goes so far.
Brother, this ain't religion. This is a way of life. This is a history book.
That's
Religion, the Christianity church is not going to teach you what you was doing before 1619.
Right.
The Christianity church is not going to tell you what your God-given nationality is. They're going to call you an African American.
Right.
They're going to call you a black man. They're going to call you Asiatic.
That's
or
right.
if you try to get deeper than that, they're just going to say you're God's children. Right? And they'll tell these people that. They'll tell him, right? What's your name, man? What's your name? Jeremy. They'll tell, you said, huh?
Y'all Hebrew Israelites?
Right? They'll tell Jeremy he's the child of God. They'll tell Jeremy he's the child of God.
Right.
Right? That's off. The Lord never said that, man.
Right.
So, brother, you got to understand what your God-given nationality and your heritage is, because that's the only way you're going to figure out or know how to get your people, if you truly for your people, how to get us out the situation that we in now.
Right.
The answer is not YOLO, brother. You said, huh? That's right. So what are you? Brother, you just gave me another byword.
Right.
African American is just as bad as Haitian, brother. It's the same thing. That's the name that your oppressor, which Jeremy right here, his ancestors gave to you.
Right.
So just because you say, oh, I'm Haitian, I ain't African American. Brother, somebody give me Job 17:6.
Hey, brother, I've been with Killer Priests and Sons of Man, so don't get me fucked up, all right?
Nah, we got you very fucked up.
Yeah, that's right.
We have you very fucked up, right? You're going into slavery.
That's right.
The Lord does not love you, man, according to the Bible. Not because I said it, but according to the Bible, the Lord does not love you, man, right? You and your dog are going to be finished when the Lord comes
Hey, that's
back.
right.
Right? He's not going to, damn, you see that? Are we the color of your dog?
That's all.
You see that? That's madness.
Oh.
Right? Say it. What are we, sister? Thank
That's
you.
right.
There you go.
That's
Yeah,
right.
From the mouth of the so-called white man. Man, give me Job chapter 20 and 11, man.
Job 20 and verse 11. His children.
21 and 11.
21 and verse 11. They send forth their little ones like a flock, and
Couldn't
their
wait till
children dance.
Right? Slakia. Yeah, I want 20 and 11.
20 and 11 of Job. His bones are full of sin.
What the Lord say?
His
Bones are full of sin.
What is this, man?
His bones are full of sin.
Jeremy, your bones are full of sin, man. Right? Read.
of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust.
So what?
Which shall lie down
Down with him in the dust.
They gonna lie down with you in the dirt, man.
And it's
Where
right.
The Lord put you there, man.
That's right.
Right? Thus said the Lord, thus said the Holy Bible. We don't care about nothing you got to say, man.
Right.
Unless you come up here and to truly and genuinely want to figure out what you can do for our people, right? We don't want to talk to you.
What?
Right? We don't want to talk to you. Right? You said what?
If the battle is within you, the more I put up a fight.
No, he good. He ain't gonna do nothing.
To shed a little light. During my darkest night, you left me wanting.
Ah, you now we can't have nothing, man.
God.
God damn, man. Our people can't have shit, man.
Damn, Slim Shady.
Yeah, what's that again?
culture vulture.
Culture vulture, man. Try to come up here and try to rap, man. Nobody care about your weak ass poems, man. Don't record his ass, man. Nobody cares about your weak ass poems, man.
Hey, God.
We don't care about it, man. Go, you might as well take you and your dog up the block, man. Right, and go get into whatever you go. You probably be popping the dog at home, man. Right? You said, you know, hey, they the one that came up with the term man's best friend, man. Your best friend is not even a person, man. It's a dog. Right? It's madness. Folly, vanity, confusion. Somebody give me Isaiah chapter 27 and 11. Read Isaiah 27 and 11. Right, this is all we got for you. Somebody give me Revelations. Somebody give me Revelations 13 and 9.
Bring it out, bring it out.
Chapter 27, in verse number 11.
Bring it out.
When the bones thereof are withered, they shall be broken up. The woman come and set them on fire.
Right, you're gonna be set on fire, man, by the angels of the Lord, man, and by the Lord, man, and by us when He fill us with His wrath, man.
That's right. For it is a people.
So it is a what?
A people.
What is Jeremy?
A people.
Read.
Of no
What
understanding.
does Jeremy have?
Of no understanding.
What does he have?
No
You
understanding.
have no understanding whatsoever, nor could you ever have understanding of the scriptures.
That's right.
Therefore, be thou that made them
It said, therefore he that made them, read,
will not have mercy on them.
will what?
Will not have mercy on them.
Will what?
Will not have mercy on them.
So the Lord is not going to have mercy on you, Jeremy.
At
So
all.
with that, you can go on about your day, or you just going to get cut up. Read this.
Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
To me, you look like you got two ears, so you can hear this loud and clear. Read.
He that leadeth to
All praise to the Most High. I hope your other eye mess up. Right? Read.
he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right? It is a known fact that your people have led my people into captivity, man. Right? Read.
He that killeth with the sword,
He that what?
He that killeth with the sword
Read.
must be killed with the sword.
Right? It said must be killed with the sword, man. So guess what? Your people have to go into slavery and captivity and be killed with the sword.
That's
Why?
right.
Because you did that to God's chosen people. Now go up the block. Right? What's going on, my sisters? Right? What's going on, my beautiful family? Right? It's all good. Right? Hey, sisters. Sisters. Come talk to me real quick. Right? We up here for y'all.
I want to be on camera though.
I ain't gonna get you on camera.
You don't gotta be on camera.
I won't get
we
you on
just want
camera.
you to scoot up just a little bit so I can talk to you, right? You know your nationality? That's right. You from the tribe of Judah. We from the tribe of Judah, right? What about you, sister? Oh, do y'all know y'all Israelites? Oh, okay. Well, all praise to the Most High, right? How long have y'all known? You said, huh?
2008.
2008.
Oh no, then I'm 2000, about 10 years. Yeah.
2000. You said, huh?
I learned from my big sister.
Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, well, all praise to the Most High. That's a beautiful thing,
Come on.
right? So y'all being Israelites, right? What do the Lord require of us in these last days? You said, huh?
No.
Right. Yeah. We're gonna be judged according to what we know, right? Especially those that know more than others, meaning the ones that, you know, may be just coming into this thing, or ones that have been in this thing for a while.
God.
Right? So, real quick, y'all believe, are y'all part of a camp or a assembly or anything?
No.
Y'all just kind of, well, you just learned from your husband?
No.
You said, huh?
We're in the no.
Okay. All right. Well, give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
Bring it out.
Deuteronomy 10 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
Y'all know when the Sabbath day is?
Well, I don't know if you all go Friday, sundown, and Saturday, sundown.
Yeah.
Or
We go Friday. We go Friday.
follow the moon, new moon, and
Yeah, nah. We don't do the lunar calendar or the lunar Sabbath, right? Do y'all follow? Which ones do y'all follow?
Go ahead, brother.
You said, huh?
Go ahead.
Well, no. I asked you which ones do y'all follow? Y'all follow the lunar Sabbath?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's what your husband teaches you? Well, give me reading this out.
I don't follow the Friday, sundown, and Saturday, sundown at 1.2.
You said you follow. What made you stop?
My husband leads his flock, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Well, sisters, right? Give me Deuteronomy 22 and 5. You got it?
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse number 5.
Bring it out.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Right. So, yeah, it is. Y'all princesses, y'all daughters of the Most High God. Y'all the princesses walking upon the earth. That's right. And now, if your husband allows you to, do that, then, then That's between him and his household at the end of the day. Right? But up here, right, we teach our sisters that they got to wear dresses according to the scriptures.
Right.
Right? Because they are daughters of the Most High God. Right? Y'all princesses upon the earth. Our women didn't even start wearing pants until the 1900s.
She actually just started wearing pants like within a couple of years. Like.
So you used to wear, come on.
All the time.
Come on.
With the fringes and everything.
Ah.
Wow. I know what's going on. That's just, this is recent.
Hey, y'all know it.
I need a vacation now.
She said, huh? She said what?
She need a
You
vacation.
said you in vacation right now? Oh, you need a vacation. From wearing a dress?
No, I just need
Oh, you just talking about vacation. Oh. Well, sister, bring this up.
Additions to Esther 15 and verse number 1. Get out! And upon the third day, when she had ended her prayer, she laid away her mourning garments and put on her glorious apparel, and being gloriously adorned, after she had called upon Yahweh, who is the beholder and savior of all things, she took 2 maids with her, and upon the one she leaned as carrying herself daintily, and the other followed, bearing of her train.
Her what?
Her
Train.
Right, meaning her dress, right? Her dress was long, of a long countenance, right? So our sisters, right, we teach our sisters that they got to wear a dress, right? Because one, right, that's what the words of the Lord said. 2, you got a lot of freaks out here, man.
Right.
Right, a lot of weirdos out here, like Jeremy.
Hey, Con.
You got a lot of weirdos out here, man. Right, we don't want our sisters to be out here getting lusted after and taking advantage of, so on and so forth. And you know, we teach our sisters that the only one that should be able to see their curves is their husband. Right? So it's just a respect out of your husband. Like I said, if your husband allows you to, you know, do that, then that's between you and your household, right? Y'all got any questions?
You know, you can still see a lot of curves in the dress too, right?
Well, that's why you're supposed to wear a modest dress.
So some big and bumpy.
I mean, if thou says. Come on, sister. But y'all got any questions though?
No.
Y'all just listening to the words of the Lord? Okay, well, go back to, that's what I wanted. Lamentations chapter 2 and give me verse 14, Papa Kishon.
You guys have a good night. Stay safe.
All right, shalom, sisters.
Shalom.
You God's chosen people, right? Yeah.
The book of Lamentations.
Let me see that.
Shalom, King.
Shalom, King, right? Bring this up.
Yeah. Lamentation of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 14. Thy prophet have seen vain and foolish things.
Right, it said the prophets have seen vain and foolish things, man. Read on.
For thee, and they have not discovered thine iniquity.
They have what?
Have not discovered thine iniquity.
Right, hey, the one brother kind of got out of here, man. He came up here and said he was for his people. Next thing you know, hey, we found that to not be true, man.
Right.
The brother think that the answer that is deeper than the scriptures than what we brought out is YOLO. Right? It's just life. It is what it is. How is that deeper than what we brought out in the scriptures, man? Oh, why our people are in the position that we in, man? Right? Living the damn YOLO spirit is not gonna get us out of here, man. Right? And he said he for his people walking around with a damn Ukrainian, man. Right? Riding the damn scooters, man. With a damn Ukraine. Hey, Ukraine is falling. What's going on, King? Can I read you one scripture, brother? All praises. All praise. One scripture. That's all I have, right? Give me Deuteronomy 28:68.
Deuteronomy.
Right? First of all, y'all God's chosen people. Y'all believe in the Bible? Right? Y'all God's chosen people. That's why we out here. So show love towards our people and tell them we God's chosen people. We're the Israelites according to the Bible. Right. And this is how we know it. Right? Bring this up.
Deuteronomy 28:68.
Right. Y'all familiar with Moses? And like him leading the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt? Yes, sir. Right? All right. Listen to this. This is one of the curses, right, that Moses spoke forth unto the children of Israel.
Deuteronomy 28:68. The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Right? You know what that word Egypt means?
Break it down.
All right, all praises. Bring this up.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 24, and verse 18.
Bring it out.
But thou shalt remember that thou was a bondman in Egypt.
A what?
A bondman
In Egypt.
Right? That word bondman is the same thing as like a slave, right? Bondage, slavery, captivity, right? So that word Egypt is synonymous with the word bondage, being uncomfortable, right? Real quick, give me Jeremiah 11:4.
Bring it up.
Just to back that up even further, right?
Deuteronomy, you said Jeremiah 11.
Jeremiah 11 and 4.
Jeremiah 11 and verse 4. Which I command your fathers, which I commanded your fathers in the day that I brought them forth out of the land of Egypt.
Right? Who got brought out of the land of Egypt? The Israelites, right? Read.
From the furnace, from the iron furnace.
From the iron furnace, right? If I put both of y'all inside of an iron furnace, would y'all be comfortable? Right. So that's what the Lord all throughout the scriptures relates Egypt to.
Right.
Uncomfortable, bondage, slavery, captivity. So now let's put it in context, right? Read it again from the top.
Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Right, and what does Egypt mean? Right. So the Lord will bring thee into bondage, slavery, captivity. Read. Again. Real quick question. How did we get to America? Just a side note. How we get to America? What road of transportation? Did we spawn here like off of Call of Duty? Some of our people was. That's in the scriptures too. Right? That's second Ezra 13 and 40.
Right.
Some of our people were. But how did majority of our people get here? Right, on a boat. Watch this.
Again, with ships.
With what?
With ships.
With ships.
Right, that was prophesied over 3,000 years before it happened. Right? This was prophesied around the time of 1446 BC, man, when they was leaving out of Egypt. Right? What people went into slavery on ships? Did everybody go into slavery on ships? I'm asking you. Did a so-called white man go into slavery on ships? Right? What about the East Indian man? Right? They have never been into slavery on ships in recorded history. Right? The only people that have went into slavery on ships according to history, even the so-called white man's history, is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right? The Hispanics went into slavery on ships right in 1521 AD. Right? By the conquistadors, by a man named Cortez. Right? So likewise with the Native Americans. Right? So the point is, brother, right? We're the only people that fit this prophecy by default. Because by process of elimination, the only ones that have been into slavery on ships is our people.
Right.
Right? Read on. Get deeper.
By the way whereof I spake it to thee.
Exactly how he said it, that's how it's going to happen.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Have we ever been back to our homeland as a nation of people, brother?
I wouldn't say so.
Right, that's right. We haven't. A lot of people don't even know where it is. Right, you know where your homeland is, King?
I could break that down in a lot of different ways, but I gotta go.
Come on, brother. All right, well, brother. All right, well, before you leave, right? What did you take away from this?
I take away from a bunch of brothers that are out here serving a purpose. They're trying to get people right. So,
come on, brother.
Nothing else, I'll take that.
Come on, brother. Brother, your people went into slavery on ships. Is that fact or fiction?
People are still enslaved.
But that's right. We never disagree with that. Yeah, we in slavery right now.
Right.
So, brother, how did we get here, though? Because this is a prophecy that came.
How we got here,
brother,
how we gonna leave.
Brother, how we gonna leave? How you gonna leave, brother?
Through the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ.
And what do you got to do?
Believe.
And what else?
Believe.
Let's see what the Lord said. Right, give me Hosea chapter give me Hosea 14 in the last verse. Hosea 14 in the last verse. And somebody give me right, bring this up. You can bring it out.
St. Matthew 16 and verse 19.
Bring it out.
19 and 16 of St. Matthew.
Bring it out.
And behold, one came and said unto his good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? That I may have eternal life. And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one. That is Yahweh. Right. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
What?
Keep the commandments.
Don't just live YOLO.
Keep the commandments.
That's all you got to do is believe.
Keep the commandments.
And the Lord said, keep the commandments.
Right?
Right? Faith and works walk hand in hand together, man. It ain't just damn believe. Somebody give me Galatians 2 and 16, man. Right? Bring this out. Actually, give me Galatians 2 and 16 first. Hold up.
Galatians 2 verse 16.
Bring it out.
Knowing that a man is not justified by works.
Right? So, yeah, we know that, right? What's going on, King? You got 2 minutes for the words of the Lord, brother? Hey, brother, you can't address your brother, man? Come on, brother. That's madness. That is pure, utter madness and folly. Now, bring this out, right? You can drop that. Bring this out.
Book of Hosea, chapter 14 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
Somebody give me Proverbs chapter 28 and 9.
Who is wise?
Who is what?
Who is wise?
Right? Who is wise out here, man? Right, read.
And he shall understand these things.
Right?
Prudent, and he shall know them.
Right? It said prudent and he shall know them, man. Who is wise, man? Right? These scriptures are made plain unto the ones that is for, man. Right? If you don't understand it, if you don't get it, man, hey, you're just not wise at the end of the day, man.
God.
You're not prudent, man. Right? Hey, it just might not be for you, man, at the end of the day. How do you not, we bring out plain upon table. You don't get no more plain upon tables than Deuteronomy 28 and 68, man.
Right.
And you sit here and say, well, what I take away from this is I see brothers standing for it. That's madness, man.
Right.
That's madness. That's all you take away from that, man. Right? Bring this out, man. And you, these damn, breathe.
For the ways of the Lord are right, and the just shall walk in them.
Right? The just shall walk in them, read.
But the transgressors,
But the what?
but the
Transgressors.
But the what?
but the
Transgressors.
Read.
shall fall therein.
So what?
Shall
Fall therein.
Hey, but the transgressors, they gonna fall therein, man. If you the ones that don't want to take heed, what's going on, King?
King, always.
Wait, what's going? Give me 2 minutes, brother.
Look, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes, but I'm gonna do it when I come back, all right?
Where you with? Are you a man of your word, King?
I always am.
All right, brother. All right, brother. I'm gonna hold you to it, brother. You guys, you got.
Go get some food.
Okay.
Shalom,
You guys-
shalom.
Shalom, King. Shalom. What's your nationality? What's your nationality? Hebrew what? That's right.
That's right.
Hey, King, you gotta get you some fringes, brother. All right, hey, you gotta brown, brother. Come on, brother. Somebody give me a Beckett. Somebody give me a Beckett 1 and 4, man. Give me a Beckett 1 and 4. Give me Hosea 8 and verse 12, right? Keep reading this.
Yeah, I want all that. These are our people, man.
That was done with 9.
Right now, I want you to read it again from the top so like
Come. Hosea, chapter 14 and verse 9.
Bring it on.
Who is wise, and who shall understand these things?
Right?
Prudent, and shall know them. For the ways of the Lord are right.
For the ways of the Lord are right, man. It even tell you in the scriptures that the law of the Lord is perfect, man.
Right.
These things are not going to hold you back at the end of the day, man. Right? But thinking and walking in your own lust of your flesh, man, and doing what you want to do, hey, guess what? That will, man. Right, Rito?
And the just shall follow in them. Shalakia. And the just shall walk in them.
Right.
But the transgressors shall fall therein.
But the transgressors shall fall, man, because you don't want to take heed to the words of the Lord, man. Right? Bring this
right.
up. 9 and 17.
Hosea 9 and 17. My God will cast them away.
What the Lord gonna do?
My God will
Cast them away.
Sister, do you want to be casted away from the Lord?
What Bible y'all reading?
You said what?
What Bible y'all reading?
What Bible we're reading? Right, we're reading the Holy Scriptures, the words of the Lord.
Right.
Right? Chiefly 16:11. Right? Oh, you came past here earlier when my brother was teaching, right?
I like the Reese's.
You said,
I like the Reese's. I'm African.
You African?
Yeah.
From where?
I'm African American.
Oh, you said you're African American.
Our
Okay.
religion is the Reese's, not this.
You said our religion is the Orishas. What is that?
African religion.
African religion? So you think that you're an African?
African American. They don't like us over there. African.
Right, they don't like us because we're not the same. No, they don't like us because we're not the same people.
Right.
That's why they don't like us. Somebody give me, no, we're not the same people. Somebody give me the book of Exodus chapter, I want Exodus chapter 2, right? And verse, I believe I want verse 5.
Look at their ways and look at our ways.
Right? Their ways are horrible. They like to, they wash their body in camel piss.
That's right.
Right? And drink blood.
That's right.
Right? Their ways.
Some of them, that's what they show you on TV.
No, that's what we see. That's what you'll see when you go over there. Right? that's their culture. So I wouldn't associate myself with that. Right? Bring this up. Let me see that real quick. 2. Yep.
Exodus 2 and 5.
Bring it out.
And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself.
Right? Don't you know that the original Egyptians are so-called Africans, right? They're the ancient Africans, right? You agree with that? All right, watch this.
Came down to wash herself at the river, and her maids walked along by the riverside. And when she saw the ark among the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it. And when she had opened it, she saw a child, and behold, a babe wept. And she had compassion on him, and said, "This is one of the Hebrew children."
This is what?
The Hebrew children.
She said, "This is one of the Hebrews' children." Meaning she knew that there was a difference between her people, which are the so-called Africans, and the Israelites.
God.
She knew that there was a difference between them because she knew that they weren't the same. Right? And this is an ancient African saying that. And they know that we're not the same as them. Right? They had us in slavery and in captivity. Right? And they said, well, I can hear you. So who are the? I asked you that earlier. Who are the? You said so. You are African. So the Orishas are Africans.
It's African God, yes.
But sister, I'm just.
You don't know that though.
No, you just said they not. You just said they not African. Okay, I'll listen to you.
Listening to your knowledge. Try it.
Right. I don't want to try anything that got to do with Africans.
Right.
Because they don't even know what they really talk. No.
Talk to hate your own people. That's what you
No.
talk.
I love my brothers. Do I hate you?
Right.
I love my people.
That's right.
I love you, sister.
That's right.
But you want to love a people that hate you, which is the so-called African.
God.
Right?
All of my people.
Who are your people?
That's right.
That's right, man. You see that, man? We waking up in these last days. But the point is, sister, right? Our people, right, are not Africans. We're not the same as them. We don't worship the same deities. They worship a pantheon of gods. Meaning multiple gods. How are you going to worship multiple gods? You know how base of a person you have to be to worship multiple gods? Right? The sun rose up bright one day, so now you worship the sun. The moon shines bright at night, so now you worship the moon. The waves was roaring in the ocean, so now you worship that. That's a base thing. Right? The Lord killed the Africans.
Right.
The Lord put the Africans to death. Why? Because they was chasing after his people, which are not Africans, sister. Bring this up. Yeah, finish up. Or you can go back to finish that.
The Hebrew children, verse number 7. Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, "Shall I go to call thee a nurse of the Hebrew woman?"
Of the what?
Of the Hebrew woman,
Read.
that she may nurse the child for thee.
Right. There is a difference all throughout the scriptures between Hebrew Israelites and so-called Africans. And they're not even called Africans. They ancient names is Hamites, Canaanites, all these different type of names.
I guess what I'm getting at is I like their ways because they believe that, most of them believe that the earth is God, which it is.
You said the earth is God?
Yeah.
So you can piss on your God?
No, yeah, look what y'all doing to the world. Look at the world around.
So you got people pissing on your God?
No, you making a joke out of it.
No, I'm not. I'm dead serious. You just said the earth is God. I'm asking you a serious question.
Like the universe is God. Look what
I need you to speak up just a little bit.
the universe gives food.
No, the Lord give us food.
Yeah, come on, that
The Most High God. No. Somebody give
me.
me Wisdom of Solomon chapter 13 and 1. I'm listening to you. Somebody give me.
I just don't believe that one man runs this
okay,
world.
come on, hold
It's
that.
the earth. It's
You said what?
The universe.
So who created the universe?
Created the universe.
Yeah.
He did. I is we.
What? So you created your God?
Is God coming down?
You
here?
created your God?
Is he with us?
Hold on, answer my question real quick. I just asked you who is God. You said the earth and the universe. I asked you who created the universe. You said I did. So you created your God?
I'm not saying what I created.
Sister, that's madness.
What I believe in. There's a difference. You have your opinion on religion. I have.
We don't serve religion up here. We're not about religion. I never said anything.
What this is
No.
a different type of religion.
No. This is a way of life, sister.
That's right.
This is our heritage.
That's right.
Right? They don't got nothing to do with religion or none of that. They created religion at the end of the day. This ain't Christianity. This ain't Islam. This ain't none of that. This is a way of life. This is our God-given heritage at the end of the day. Because let me ask you a question. I asked you what your nationality was. You gave me the last name of the two so-called white men.
That's right.
African-American.
Yeah. Leo Scipios Africanus and Amerigo Vespucci.
That's right. Bring it out.
No, Moorish, the word Moor means black. Right? So if you call yourself Moorish American, you call yourself a blackish American. That's what we up here to tell you, sister. That's why we up here for our people. Right? We want to give our people the game at the end of the day. You feel me? What our people truly are, so we don't have to be susceptible and hopeless and feel like we have to cleave unto other people's religions. Because we got our own stuff for where we come from. And it's contrary to what the world believes.
Right.
We don't believe what the world believes. Right? We believe contrary to what they, because we not of the world at the end of the day. Right? So the point is, sister, right, we get ready to bring out who you are according to what the Lord said. Not what I say, not what I think, not because somebody called me that, because your oppressors called you. Right? Real quick, give me Job 17:6. Your oppressors are the one that called you African American. Hell, they the ones that called the Africans Africans. You want to know why? Because that land over there wasn't even called Africa. It wasn't always called Africa. It was called Ham. It was called him. Why? That's the oldest form, that's the oldest name for that land. Because who was given that portion of the land? The son of Noah, which was Ham. Right? Real quick, bring this up.
This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Right? Page 213. The definition of Ham. It says the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor.
What?
The progenitor.
The father
of the dark races.
He became the progenitor of the dark races. Watch this.
Not the Negroes.
Not the Negroes.
Not the Negroes. So we're not the same as so-called Africans, Rita.
But the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites,
which all worship a pantheon of gods. Right? So we got to take back our God-given nationality, our heritage at the end of the day, and what we truly worship, and not gravitate towards what other people did.
God.
Because we got our own history, our own hieroglyphics, and our own different things that we did. Right? Bring this up.
Job 17 verse 6.
Oh.
He had made me also a byword.
What?
A
Byword.
You know what a byword is, sister? A byword is being called something that you're not. So me calling you an African American would be calling you a byword. Me calling you Asiatic would be a byword. Moorish American, all those different things, African. All those different things are bywords. Even the Africans, so-called Africans, call themselves bywords. Right? Because they're not really Africans. Right? Because they don't descend from a man named Leo Scipios Africanus.
That's right.
Right? They descend from a man named him. Right, Reed?
A byword of the people. In aforetime I was a taberret.
Right? It's the same thing as a byword, Reed.
My eye also is dim by reason of sorrow.
Sister, would you agree that our people as a nation, our eyes are dim by reason of sorrow? We going through it. Right? Well, that too. We're blind, but we're going through it by reason of sorrow. Right? Our people are don't know which way to go. Right? What's going on, King? You got 2 minutes for the words of the Lord?
It says reason of sorrow and distraction.
You said what?
It says reason of sorrow and distraction.
Both. Right? You can say that, but according to what we're bringing out right now, it's because of sorrow in this context. Right? That's why our eyes are dim, because we see our children and they get taken away from us during slavery. Even now to this very day, you get CPS. Right? They can take your kids away from you at any point in time they want to. Right? That's not right. Right? You said, huh? Right. Right, Rito?
And all my members are as a shadow. Are as a shadow. Upright men shall be astonished at this.
This is a surprise. This is like, what? How is this? Why is he called? Why is she calling herself African American?
Right.
Why is she calling herself an African?
Right.
I am astonished at this. Right, Reed?
And the innocent shall stir up himself against the hypocrite.
It said the innocent shall stir up themselves against the hypocrite. Who do we stir ourselves up against all the time? Every damn about 3 or 4 years. It's really less than that. Who do we always stir ourselves up against? Yeah. That's give me Deuteronomy 28 and 54. But who? But as far as another nation.
White man.
Right. It is, and we gonna get that. We gonna go through it all through the Spirit, right? Bring this out.
Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Meaning at one point in time we used to show love towards our people. How you doing, sister? You good? right? How your family, how my dudes doing, right? That's how it used to be towards one another, right? Read this.
His eye,
What?
his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
It says, his eye shall be evil towards his brother. What that sound like, sister? Your eye being evil towards your own brother. You just said it earlier. But what does it sound like? You said what? That's how we should be. But what is your eye being evil towards your own brother? What does that look like? Yeah? So-called black on black crime. When you turn on Fox 59, Channel 6, right? Channel 3, all these different news stations, what's the first thing? Coming up tonight at 10 o'clock, right? 2 shootings on the far east side of Indianapolis, Indiana. 2 black males, right? That's what it is. That's what it's talking about, right? Us hating our own people at the end of the day, our own brothers, right? Gang banging on each other, right? Over what side of town you from?
Right.
From far east side, they don't feel like none of that.
God.
There's west side over here. They haul that's your eyes being evil towards your own brother, right? Oh, hey, over there in Cali, think about how low this is. We kill each other over colors. Colors.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't get with this one religion. Actually, none of them, because.
But sister, I keep telling you, this is not a religion.
What is it?
Give me Sirach chapter 24 and 23.
No.
Right, give me Sirach 24 and 23. Give me Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1. Right, and somebody else give me Sirach 17 and 17. Right, somebody give me Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 1. Right, bring this out. Sirach 17, 17.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 17, verse 17, and reads, For in the vision of the nations of the whole earth.
Right, it said, for in the division of the nations, because the Lord separated all people. Right, somebody give me Leviticus 20 and 24. Right, read.
He said, a ruler over every people.
All the other nations, they have a ruler over them at the end of the day. Right? They all got, like, even this place, this people, they have Joe Biden over them. Right? Over in Russia, they got Putin. The Lord set a ruler over every people. But watch this, read.
But Israel,
Israel
is the Lord's portion.
Hey, we belong to the Lord, meaning we're contrary to the ways of this life. The ways that society promotes, the things that they do, the Christianity church. We're contrary to them. We're contrary to Islam. We're contrary to worshiping Buddha, Brahma, Shiva, Krishna, Allah, Poseidon, Apollos. Right? All these different gods, the pantheon of gods that the Africans got. Right? The Egyptians worship a god that put semen in his son's mouth. That's off. Right? We're contrary from all those ways. Why? Because the Lord is our portion at the end of the day. They do what they do, we do what we do. Right? Bring this out.
Leviticus 20 and 24. But I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey. I am the Lord your God.
He said what?
I am the Lord your God.
He said, I am the Lord your God. That's right. Not the whole God of the whole earth, of all the nations of peace. He said, I am the Lord your God, which what?
Which have separated you.
Which have what?
Which have separated you from other people.
So we different. Right now, what is this? Right? Read. Right? Idols.
That sounds like a selfish God.
You said what?
That sounds like a selfish God.
Hey, give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6, right? Bring this out. No, I want Sirach. I call Sirach 24 and 23.
Sirach.
Whoever got it.
Sirach 24 and 23.
Go.
All these things are in the book of the covenant.
Are in the book of the covenant.
Of the Most High God. Even the law which Moses commanded for inheritance.
For what?
For inheritance.
For what?
For inheritance.
Even the law which Moses commanded for heritage, read.
Unto the congregations of Jacob.
Right, so at the end of the day, what we believe in is a heritage. The law, statutes, and commandments that we keep is a heritage.
That's right.
Right? We can tell you what we wore, what days we celebrated, how we conducted ourselves, all throughout the scriptures. Right? And this is not a so-called religious book or a book of Christianity. If I'm in jail and you write me a letter, right, and you say to Yair, right, is that...
You said it's not multiple gods. Who's the God of the other people outside of black people?
I just told you idols. I just told you that. I just gave you the answer. Idols.
We're idols?
No. You said, who are the gods of the other nations? Yeah. I said, idols. Right. They made them up. Right. People make their car idols.
Right.
Right. You ever seen the movie Roll Bounce?
They made them up, but who's their actual God?
They don't have a God, right? Give me Joel 2 and 27.
Then where did they come from?
Right, give me Joel 2 and 27. Right, give me,
from?
they came from our God. That don't mean he claim them, right? Bring this out. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
You're preaching a selfish God. You're preaching this.
Hey, this is the Lord. Where you think you get your emotions from?
God is not selfish. Selfish God.
That's a selfish God. Watch this.
Yeah,
Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Holy means to be set apart, right?
What I'm saying is,
Hold on, I got you.
the only ones that got a God. If you say there's only one God,
Bring this up.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people.
Right? If you believe in equality, all right, read.
Special people unto himself.
The Lord said he chose a people special unto himself, read.
Above all people.
No, we the same.
Above all people.
You gotta love everybody.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
The Lord don't care about our emotions and what we feel like he should be like. At the end of the day, no, hold on. Let me finish, sister. Yes, although amongst these other nations, not my brothers.
God!
That's right. Because let me bring this out.
Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
I am the Lord, and there is none else.
And there is what?
There is none else.
And
There is none else.
There is no God besides me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me.
God!
There's no God except one. So hold on, let me finish though real quick.
If you want people to believe in this and follow you and listen to y'all, don't make him sound so selfish.
No, we got people that listen to us, brother. We got people that listen to us bringing the same thing we bringing to you.
God sound selfish.
Right? How you think God is? Because he is. He loved only his people. Sister, you got to repent. Right? You're an Israelite, sister. You can't go around trying to save the whole world. Right? Right.
So you can't tell me nothing that I don't already know.
What?
You preaching hatred.
The Lord preached hate. Somebody give me 2nd Ezra chapter 1 and verse 7, man.
2nd Ezra chapter 1 and verse number 7.
Read it out.
Am not I even he that brought thee out of the land of Egypt,
right,
from the house of bondage? But they have provoked me unto wrath,
right,
and despised my counsel.
Read.
Pour thou off them the hair of thy head, and cast all evil upon them.
Right.
For they have not been obedient unto my law.
For they have what?
For they have not been obedient unto my law.
Our people don't want to be obedient to the law of the Most High God, man. They want to do their own thing, read on.
But it is a rebellious people.
But it is what?
But it is a rebellious people.
Our people rebellious, man. They want to believe in and do what they want to do. They want to save the whole world, man. We brought that out earlier in 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 13, man.
Right.
It said, hey, Brendan, give me that, right? Keep reading on this.
And it says, how long shall I forbear them unto whom I have done so much good?
It said, to whom I have done so much good. The Lord done so much good for our people, but our people still chalk it up to damn the earth. The earth is the one that makes us, man. The earth is the ones that feed us. She came up here and said that the universe was God and the earth was God. So then I asked her, who created the universe? She said, her. So you created your own God, man.
Right.
Right, that's madness, right? Read on.
Many kings have I destroyed for their sake.
What the Lord say?
Many kings have I destroyed for their sake.
What the Lord say?
Many kings have I destroyed for their sake.
Hey, the Lord said, many kings, man, have I destroyed for their sake, man.
Right.
So the God is a God of hate, love, and peace, man. He's not one-sided, there's a just balance. Right. The Lord don't love the whole damn world, man. The Lord killed an entire nation of people, man, with the flood, man.
God.
Fell with his servants.
It said who?
Fell with his servants.
The Lord slaughtered all the people of Pharaoh, man. Right, read?
Slucky. Fell with his servants, and all his power have I smitten down.
It said, have I smitten down, read?
All the nations have I destroyed before them.
It said what?
All the nations
have I destroyed before them.
Hey, the Lord said, all the nations, man, have I destroyed before them, man.
That's right, King.
He didn't say, no, I ain't going to do nothing to that nation. They all right. I like them a little bit. No, he said, all the nations have I destroyed before them, man.
That's right.
Read.
And in the east have I scattered the people of the two provinces, even of Tyrus and Zidon, and have slain all their enemies.
And that's them damn Africans, man. Even Tyrus and Zidon, he said, I have slain all their enemies, man. So the Lord does these things, man. This ain't us. Talking about, well, if you preach that he accept everybody and that he's not a God of hate, you'll get more people, man. Hey, we just had 4 people up here, man, before she came, man, that hearkened to the words of the Lord, man.
God.
right? We just had a group of 4 sisters or 3 sisters that came up here and knew their nationality. And we just had a sister walk past, and we weren't even talking to her. And she said, "We the Israelites, man." So hey, we're not gonna cut throat or shape this truth in order to fit your liking, man. Right. Hey, it's thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible at the end of the day, man. Right. Hey, what's going on, Kings? Right. What's your nationality, brother?
African.
African. All right. You got. It's all good, right? So you say you're African? Where you from?
Kentucky.
You said, huh?
Louisville, Kentucky.
So you're an African American?
I identify as an African.
You identify as an African, or your people come from, like, what part of Africa do you people come from?
Nigeria.
Nigeria?
Ethiopia.
Nigeria, Ethiopia? Oh, man. Right? 10:30, what? Right, real quick, somebody give me the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 2. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. All right, give me 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9, and give me 1st Ezra chapter 4 and verse, I believe on 32. Right, and we gonna pass it to the next powerful speaker.
2nd Ezra 6 and verse 9.
Go.
For Esau is the end of the world.
For Esau is the end of the world. Esau is the end of the world. Esau is the end of the world.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
Right, and Jacob, the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, hey, that's the beginning of it that followed, man. Once the Lord tear down all these buildings and nations, hey, somebody give me Mark chapter 13 and 1. Right, somebody give me Mark 13 and 1. Right?
Mark 13 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
God, and as he went out of the temple, one of his disciples said unto him, Master, see what manner of stones and what buildings are here.
You see what?
And see what buildings are here.
Right? Hey, so his disciples, they said, man, look, you see these buildings, man? You see these different things? You see how they cut? Right? That's the same way we look at these buildings, man. We look at our people look at these buildings on a monument, the damn monument, man. Right. Slave monument as a thing of beauty, man. As a wonder, man. To look upon it and be amazed. Right? Read.
And Yahushua answered, said unto him, seest thou these great buildings? There shall not be left one stone upon another.
There shall what?
Shall not be left one
stone upon another.
The Lord said there shall not be left one stone, man, upon another, man. There's not going to be left one stone upon another. Right? When what? World War III comes to pass, man. Right? When the Lord come back and crack the sky, man, and begin to destroy the nations and you wicked so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. There's not going to be one stone left, right, that's standing. Right? First Ezra chapter 1, or First Ezra chapter 4, 38.
This is First Ezra chapter 4 and verse 38.
Bring it out.
As for the truth.
As for the what?
As for the truth.
No, for the lie.
As for the truth.
Buddha.
As for the truth.
Rama, Shiva, and Krishna.
As for the truth.
Islam.
For the truth.
Christianity.
For the truth.
The pantheon of African gods.
For the truth.
As for the truth, read.
It endured and is always strong.
And it's what?
Always strong.
And it is always strong, meaning nothing can come up against the truth of the Lord, man.
That's right.
You can bring to the table that disown, debunk, or anything that the Lord got to offer at the end of the day. Sincerely preach through the scriptures and spirit and power all about Shimi Awashah, man. Right, and with that, we're going to let the next mighty, powerful speaker come up and continue to edify. Kwame Ashala!
Kwame Ashala!
Kwame Ashala!
Kwame Ashala!
Kwame Ashala!
Kwame Ashala! Who feel like recording? Who want to record? Okay, I'm going to read for you. Let me get in there real quick.
All praise to y'all about Shimi Awashah, man. All the way to the night, man. And I still see the same wickedness, man. Right? Our people doing the same exact thing that we doing in damn Chicago, man. Right? Just walking up and down loving Babylon the Great, man. Right now, brother with the hat. Brother with the hat. You said, now, what's your father? Go to Numbers 1 and 18. What's your father's nationality?
African American, but you identify as African. Aren't y'all the same people? Did you come from him? So how's he African American? You African, right? Now, no, we're not all African. Right? Go to Exodus chapter 11 and verse 7. Right? We're not all African. Right? We're the Israelites. Right? So the Israelites and Africans are two different people. We have two different customs. Right? Read that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 11 and verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel, so that a dog move his tongue against man or beast, against man or beast, that he may know how that the Lord just put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
Right, so Israel and the Egyptians are two different manner of people. We have two different customs. Both that go to Genesis chapter 48 for the king. Oops. Right? We got two different manners of customs. Like you go to Ezekiel chapter 34 and verse 20. Right?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 46, and verse 33, and it reads, and it shall come to pass when Pharaoh shall call you and shall say, what is your occupation? That ye shall say, thy servants' trade have been about cattle from our youth even until now.
Right, so Pharaoh's gonna ask you this question, hey, what is your occupation? He said, I'm a shepherd. Right, I'm a shepherd. Read on.
Both we and also our fathers, right, that ye may dwell in the land of Goshen, for every shepherd is an abomination unto the Egyptians.
Read that last part again.
For every shepherd is an abomination unto the Egyptians.
Right, so the Africans, they don't like shepherds. The Egyptians, they're not dealing with the shepherds. Right. Our forefathers were shepherds. Right. Right, read that Psalm 23 and 1.
God, it's the book of Psalms, chapter 23 and verse 1. Right. The Lord is my shepherd.
What the Lord say?
The Lord is my shepherd.
That's what King David said. He said, the Lord is my shepherd. But the Egyptians, they hated shepherds, man. It was an abomination unto them. So how can we all be happy? Now read this. Ezekiel chapter 20 and 34. Actually 34 verse 20. Ezekiel 34 verse 20. Right? King David's going to be served as a shepherd.
It's the book of Ezekiel chapter 34 verse 20 and reads. This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 38 and verse 31 and reads. And ye my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your God, said the Lord God.
Right, so the Most High deals with shepherds. He deals with flock. He deals with sheep. That's what our God deals with. The Egyptians don't deal with it. So how can we be the same people at the end of the day? Right? One dark race had another dark race of people in slavery. Go to Exodus chapter 1 and verse 8. So King, if your forefathers came over here by slave ships, you would be Israel. According to the Bible. I read that.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 1 and verse 8. Now there rose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people.
Unto what?
Unto his people.
Unto his people. Right? The Africans said unto their people. Like during the transatlantic slave trade, they said unto their people. They said, no, these people are the same as us. That's why the sister came up here earlier. I don't know if you was here. She said, when we go back to Africa, they treat us different. We don't have the same customs, right? I don't have to lick this in my damn mouth, right? The big old holes in my ear. We don't do that. That's just not our style. Right? Read that.
Said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
And these black people, man, they too strong. They building everything. They inventing everything, man. Just like in the days of old, man. Read on.
Verse 10, come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when they're fallen out of any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land.
They said, we gotta get these black people, we gotta get these people up out of here, man. We gotta get these Israelites up out of here, man. Just like in the days of old. So what did they do?
Verse 11, therefore they did set over them taskmasters.
What the Lord say?
Taskmasters.
Right, so slave masters, man. They set over us slave masters just like in the days of old. So we're not the same people, man. That's right. They sold your people into slavery, man. Right? You will be an Israelite according to the Bible if you fit biblical prophecy. Right? Go to the book of Leviticus 26 and 17. Right? Go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Leviticus 26 and 17.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and verse 17. It reads, and I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies.
What the Lord say?
And ye shall be slain before your enemies.
Right? Hey, we slain before our enemies, man. Right? A brother that looks just like you and me. We get pulled over by damn Indiana police. Hey, we may not make it home. Right? The Lord said that's what happened to his people. Right? We think those things. You will be an Israelite according to the Bible. Right? And as an Israelite and as a king, there are things that we got to do in the society. Right? Go to the book of Deuteronomy. Go to Deuteronomy 10:12. Right? There's the things that we got to do in the society to separate ourselves. We're a holy nation of people. Like you're the CEO of a company. You got different guidelines that you got to keep. Right? To be the CEO of a company. We are left to govern the world. Right? So there's things that we got to keep as kings on earth. Read that.
God, it's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
As a king, what does the Lord require of you? Right, read on.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
The Lord say.
But to fear the Lord thy God. To walk in all his ways. And to love him. And to serve the Lord thy God. With all thy heart. And with all thy soul.
How do we do that? I'm going to show you. Read on.
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
The Lord say.
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
We got to keep God's commandments. Right? We don't keep God's commandments as a people. We're a lawless nation. Right? We do whatever our heart wants us to do. Right? Can somebody go to Isaiah 65 and verse 2? Right? We do whatever we want to do in the society, man. We got to keep God's commandments. I'm going to show you this. Right? You love God? Go to Joshua 22:5. Now, what is love? Like, there's 9 billion people on the earth. Everybody got their own definition of love. Right. It may be opening the door for somebody. Maybe walking a granny across the street. But what did God say love is, man? Right, read that Joshua 22:5.
You know. It's the book of Joshua, chapter 22 and verse 5. But take diligent heed.
What the Lord say?
But take diligent heed.
Listen up, read on.
To do the commandments in the law, which Moses, the servant of the Lord, charged you to love the Lord your God.
What?
To love the Lord your God.
Right, so when you love the Most High, you're going to do what he says, man. Right? Because the Most High, he's an invisible power. You can't hug God. Right? All you can do to show that you love God is be obedient unto him. Like your father says, wash your dishes after I leave, and he leaves. How do you show you that you love your father? You're going to wash some dishes, man. Right. If you hate your father, he's going to sit on the couch and watch TV. He going to come home like, damn, my son didn't wash the dishes. He loves me. Right? That's how you show you love your invisible God, by doing the things he told you to do on the earth as a king. Right? Read on.
And to keep his commandments, and to cleave unto him, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul.
Right? Do you know any God's commandments? What are some commandments you know? Huh? Okay. What else? So we up here, King. Right, what is Deuteronomy 14 and 8? Right, hey, you on the right track, man, but we gotta help you out a little bit, man. That's why we up here for Deuteronomy 14 and 8. What is Exodus chapter 8?
This is 2 John chapter 1 and verse 6.
No.
And this is love.
The Lord said.
And this is love. That we walk after his commandments.
What?
Walk after his commandments. This is the commandment that ye have heard from the beginning.
This is the commandment that you have heard from the beginning, man. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right, all the way down to our fathers, man. Even unto this very time, the commandments endure forever. Right? Somebody go to Isaiah 40 and 8, read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14 and verse 8.
Right.
In the swine.
In the what?
In the swine.
What swine is? What swine? Pig, right? Read on.
Because it divided the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud.
Right, pigs don't digest their food properly. Read on.
It is unclean unto you.
The Lord say.
It is unclean unto you.
The Lord said, don't touch that pig, man. Right, we shouldn't be eating the pork, man. No swine on the mind. Right, they don't digest their food properly, man. Right, they clean up. You from Kentucky, right? You see a lot of farmers. Right, the pigs be roaming around eating anything, man. Right, and then guess what? They don't digest their food, and now we cooking. Right, and all that stuff is left in their meat. Now you got gout, right? High blood pressure, diabetes, man. The Lord said, I know you. I created you. Do not eat these things. Read on.
And ye should not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass.
Right, so if you love God, you're going to put down pork. Right, pork got our people put into slavery. Right? If you love God, you're not going to be eating the bacon, man. There's a lot more different foods you can eat out here. You got the ox, you got the deer, you got the chicken, right? Bison, lamb, buffalo, right? You got all these different, goat, right? Elk, ox, right? You got all of these different animals. The Lord says, don't touch the pig. And what is the thing that our people like to do? They eat the pig. Read on.
These ye shall eat of all that are in the waters. All that have fins and scales shall ye eat.
Right, so you can eat things that come out the water. Right, it's a dietary law. But you can't eat everything that come out the water. Right. Only the things that got fins and scales. What fish got fins and scales, man? What type of fish? It's a lot. salmon, perch, cod, tilapia, red snapper, trout, bass. Right? You got a lot of fish that got fins and scales. You know?
And whatsoever have not fins and scales, ye may not eat.
Lord say,
ye may not eat.
Lord say, whatever that doesn't have fins and scales, you may not eat. What are some of the things that people like to eat that don't got fins and scales? No, I said what type of fish that don't got fins and scales? Okay, what else? Right, shrimp, crab, lobster, oyster, scallops, crawfish. Now people indulge in these different things when the Lord said do not eat those things. Right? Why do you think every body of ocean around America is polluted? Every one of them, right? Because they take a big nasty net every weekend, they pick up all these nasty things that clean the ocean floor, and they serve it to you tonight at the damn restaurant right here for $59.99. And you defiling your temple that the Most High gave you. Right? Go to first, what you mean? Right, read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 40 and verse 8. The grass withereth, the flower fadeth, but the word of our God shall stand forever. The word of our God shall stand forever.
These commandments forever, bro. Right? They say the commandments done away with. The Lord, hey, the words of the Lord stand forever, bro. Right? Even unto this very day. How long is forever? It's forever. Exactly. So we gotta still keep these commandments today, man. And that's why people are still getting punished today. Right? So you can't be eating no shrimp, crab, lobster, no pork according to the Most High if you love the Lord. You gotta repent to the Most High, stop done with those things. Alright, we're gonna give you another command. Go to Exodus chapter 31 and 13. Alright, Exodus chapter 31 and verse 13. Go to Numbers 15 and 38. Alright? So now today you're learning you're an Israelite, not African. Put away the African ideology. That's gone. We are the Israelites, God's chosen people on the earth. We're not dealing with the Africans, man. Right? Read that, King.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 31 and verse 13. Speak thou also unto the children of Israel.
Who's the children of Israel? Huh? Who's the people of God? Who's the people of Israel? Who are the Hebrews today? Who are they today? Huh? Okay, us, right? Archon. All right, you know what?
Saying, verily, my Sabbath ye shall keep.
Right now, the Lord said we got to keep the Sabbath. You know what the Sabbath day is? What's the Sabbath day? All right, but when is it? Sunday. Now, read on. It's not Sunday.
For it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that ye may know that I am the Lord, that does sanctify you.
Right, so you know how the Lord in Genesis rested the seventh day? He commanded his children to do the same thing. Right. Now, Sunday, the seventh day or the first day? It's the first day. So what's the seventh day? Saturday, right? Friday night to Sunday, Saturday night, because the day starts at evening, right? Into evening. So Friday night to Saturday night is the Sabbath day of God. That's right. You gotta rest. Like tonight's the Sabbath day. Now there's certain things that we can and can't do on the Sabbath day. Right, read on.
You shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death.
So if you defile or pollute God's Sabbath day, you're going to be surely put to death as a nation of people. Don't you think it's weird that most of our people die on the weekend? Right? Most of our people die on the weekend. Why is that? Because we're defiling God's Sabbath day. Trust me. Like the brother Yair said earlier, man, right? They're going to come out with a nasty news report on Monday, right? John, look what we got here. 60 shot in Indianapolis, 14 dead, right? All blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Because the Lord said, if you defile the Sabbath, he will put you to death, man. He's not playing about it today, right? He woke you up this morning. He allowed you to breathe. He allowed you to do this, right? He allowed you to fingers, man. You can't give one day to God, right? Read on.
For whosoever doth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from amongst his people.
Right, so no doing work on the Sabbath day, right? No going to work, taking out the trash, doing your own pleasures, man. You're supposed to be serving the Most High. Right, read on.
6 days may work be done, but in the seventh is the Sabbath of rest, holy to the Lord. Whosoever does any work in the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death.
And that's righteous Father. He said, you didn't hear me the first time, you heard me the second time. If you do any work on my day, you will die. Right. And now you heard these words. You can never say you never hear these words. No work on the Sabbath day. Your child called you in, hey, we got a bonus for you. You got to come in Saturday morning and say, no, I'm Israel. I can't do that. Right? You know, what you mean? The Lord said I can't do that. Exodus 31 and 13 on down. I can't do it. So you got to hang up the phone. Right? And serve the Most High. Right? Read that.
It's the book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, verse 31, and it reads, and if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell.
Right, so if the people of the land bring ware or any victual on the Sabbath day to sell, who's the people of the land? The other nations, even our people, man. Right? Trying to sell you something, trying to, so-called Arab man trying to sell you something at the gas station on the Sabbath day. Read on.
That we will not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day, that we will leave the 7th year in the execution of every day.
Right, so no Sabbath, no buying on the Sabbath day. You can't do that. Right? Come on, bring that up.
Book of Exodus chapter 35 and verse number 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitation upon the Sabbath day.
No cooking on the Sabbath, man, because cooking requires work. Right? Well, can I buy something? No, you can't buy on the Sabbath day. Right? No cooking. Nobody else cooking for you because that causes them to work. Now you're causing your brother to sin. Right? So guess what, man? On the Sabbath day, you got to rest and get into the words of the Lord. Go to Isaiah 58:13 for me. All right? Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 13.
No. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, and verse 13. It reads, if they turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord, honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thy own ways, not finding thy own pleasure, nor speaking thy own words. Then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord, and I will cause thee to ride up on the high place of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father, for the mouth of the Lord hath spoken it.
The mouth of the Lord hath spoken it. Right. The Lord said, if you turn away your foot from doing any pleasure on his holy day, right, not speaking your own words, but getting into the words of the Lord, congregating with your brothers, talking about the mighty works of the Most High from the days of old, man, and he's going to give you a heritage, man. He's going to set you on high above all the earth, man. And that's what we're fighting for, man. Aren't you tired of being at the bottom of society? They're getting these commandments, man. Let's keep these commandments. Let's build this nation, man. And let's get the hell up out of America. Right? Go to Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. That's the goal at the end of the day, man. We're not trying to stay here. We out here for a reason, man. Right? Not to make our people feel good. We out here to give them back their heritage. Come back to these commandments so we can build this government again. Right? Read that.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
The Lord say,
for this is not your rest.
Look, this is not your rest, man. God, this is heaven, man. You want to prosper in a society where they're doing that, man? Right, just look around you, man. You got damn tow trucks. You got people walking out with damn anything on, man. Right, you got people on damn scooters every year. How is this your rest, man? Right, how is this the world for the Israelites, man?
You got to the words of the Lord.
Come here, the words of the Lord, sister. Right? Our people don't want to know their nationality, just writing up and down. This is hell, man. As the Lord said, depart, this is not your rest. Read on.
Because it is polluted.
The Lord said,
because it is polluted.
Because this place is polluted, man. This place is gone. Go to Isaiah 66 and verse 13. Do you know what's going to happen to the people when the Lord comes back and he finds them committing iniquity and sin? What is Zephaniah 1 and 18? It ain't going to be pretty. That's what we giving you a warning right now. See, the thing is, a lot of things people think we're trying to convince our people. I'm not here to convince anybody to do anything, man. I'm here to give you the words of the Lord, whether you like it or not. If you conform, you conform. If you don't, I wash the blood off my hands. Right? So the Lord's coming back to judge a lot of people on earth, man. And this is what the Christian church is not going to tell you. Read this.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 13. As one whom his mother comforts, so will I comfort you, and ye shall be comforted.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 8. It shall come to pass in that day of the Lord's sacrifice, that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
So when the Lord comes back, he's coming back to punish. Right? Can somebody go to 2 Ezra 9 and 10? The Lord's coming back to punish and kill a lot of people. Read that.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65 verse 13. Therefore said the This is Isaiah chapter 65, verse 12.
Bring it out.
Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
The Lord said he's going to number a lot of people to the sword, and they're going to bow down to the slaughter, man. They're going to submit to God's killing. Read on.
Because when I called, ye did not answer.
What's the Lord say?
Because when I called, ye did not answer.
Sister, come here your nationality. Come hear the words of the Lord. When I called, you did not answer, man. We calling out to our people, man, and they not answering, man. Right? Think about how many people are really up here, man. Think about how many people is not up here. A lot of people are gonna die on earth. Right, read on.
When I spake, ye did not hear. But the evil before my eyes.
What?
But the evil before my eyes.
People decide to do evil before the Lord's eyes, man. We're calling out to our people, they don't want to answer, right? They don't want to listen, man. So the Lord said they're going to have to bow down to the slaughter. What does 2 Ezra 9 and 10?
It's the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 10. For such as in their life have received benefits.
These people receive benefits. Like I mentioned earlier, they're alive today. They can blink. They're not blind, man. They can hear. They can speak. They can walk. They receive benefits on earth, man. Right, read on.
And have not known me.
What?
Have not known me.
You think these people know God? King. Hey, King, you think these people know the Most High in the Bible? You think they know God in the Bible, that he's coming back to kill? You think they really know him? They don't know the Lord. They say, oh, praise Jesus, praise God. They don't know the God of the Bible. Read on.
And they that have loathed my law,
Hated God's law. Read on.
while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them.
This is the place of repentance. They can change their ways right now when they have time, man. When it was open unto them, what did our people do?
Understood not.
What they do?
Understood not.
People don't understand. They don't understand that these words are written for them to come back to their nationality so we can build this nation, so we can get the hell up out of here, man. Because God's judgment is coming to this land. So what's going to happen to those people?
But despise it, the same must know it after death. After death by pain.
By what?
By pain.
They're going to learn after death by pain, man. Right? And you don't want to learn after death by pain. Right? So what'd you learn up here? You're not African. Hey, come hear the words of the Lord, sister. Come hear the words of the Lord. See that? The same must know it after death by pain. They're going to die, man. Whether it be tonight or tomorrow or the day of God's judgment. They're going to die. They're going to bow down to the slaughter, man. Right? What else did you learn? If we're not Africans, who are we? Come.
That's right.
What else? What do we got to do as Israelites? Huh? Also, I know more, right? What else?
Turn it up.
What else? Follow the commandments, right, as Israelites. Right, what else? Some of the commandments. What are Numbers 15:38? Go to Esther 8:15. Right, no shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster. Keeping the Sabbath day. Right, Saturday. What can you do on a Sabbath day? Well, serve the Lord, right? Congregate with your brothers. What can't you do? Work, and what else? Spend what? Yeah, you can't spend no money on a Sabbath day. Right. That's the Israelite. I'm going to give you one more commandment. Read that.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
Hold on, who's the children of Israel? All right, us, right? You got to beat it into your head, man. Read on.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of the garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Right, so the Lord said we got fringes on the borders of our garments. What does every brother have on their shirt up here? What does every brother up here have on their shirt that we have in common? Okay, what else? Okay, so these, right? These are fringes that the Lord said with the ribbon of blue. You gotta have these on. There's a special reason why they have blue on, man. Because blue is a royal color. Blue and purple is a royal. If you in the ancient world, you have blue on, and you weren't a king, you may get put to death, man. Right? Because you're trying to impersonate a king. But the Lord called us a nation of kings and priests, man. So we all gotta have the blue on. Let me show you. Read that.
It's the book of Esther, chapter 8 and verse 15. And Mordecai went out from the presence of the king.
Hey, Mordecai was an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin during the Persian Median Empire under Xerxes I, man. Right? And he went out from the presence of the king. Read on.
In royal apparel.
And what?
In royal apparel.
Skinny jeans and a snapback.
In royal apparel.
Read on.
Of blue.
What?
Of blue.
So you have royal apparel of blue on. This reminds you that you're forever a king, man. Read on.
And white, and with a great crown of gold, right? And with a garment of fine linen and purple. And the city of Shushan rejoiced and was glad.
And guess what? You know you have fringes on that thing too, man. Right? So come, man. Right, so you gotta get you some fringes as a king to remind you as you're an Israelite. Let me show you that. Read on.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe that ye may look upon it and remember all my commandments of the Lord and do them.
And what?
And do them.
So, hey, when you got these fringes on, it's gonna remind you that you're an Israelite and that you gotta keep God's commandments. Your grandma may come out, oh baby, I cooked this pork for 14 hours. Grandma been slaving, right? But it's all for you. Eat up right now, right? You may be trying to eat up, and you look at your fridge like, damn, grandma, I can't do it, right? Grandma's like, well, I've been sweating for you, boy. I'm like, no, you gotta throw it away, right? No pork, right?
And that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a-whoring.
Right, meaning don't do what you want to do. These fringes gonna remind you that, hey, you gotta keep God's commandments, not your commandments, right? So that's why you gotta get the fringes, right? So, hey, you got the commandments. What's the nationality? What's your nationality? Are we still African? Who are we? Hebrew what? That's right. Now you got that flyer, King. You got any questions? Any other questions about the Bible that you probably ever had? Praise the Most High. Yo, look into that information, man. Right, and remember, go to Joel 2:27. Always remember this: the God of the Bible belongs to you. He doesn't belong to nobody else. It belongs to you. Now read that. Joel 2:27. Right, Isaiah 44:8. Right, you got to remember that. Right, he's not the God of everybody. He's not the everybody else. He's the Hebrew Israelites God. All right, Joel 2:27.
Joel chapter 2 and verse number 27. And it reads thus: and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God.
All people's God.
I am the Lord your God.
So-called white man's God.
I am the Lord your God. And none else.
Everybody else.
And none else.
And none else. And what?
And my people shall never be ashamed.
Better not be ashamed to say that the God of the Bible is my God, man. He don't belong to y'all, man. He belongs to the nation of Israel, man. Right? Read that, King.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 44, verse 8. Fear ye not, neither be afraid. Have not I told thee from that time, and have declared it? Ye are even my witnesses. Is there a God besides me?
What the Lord say?
Is there a God besides me?
Read it again.
Is there a God besides me?
Because people may say, well, Allah's a God, right? Hey, they got their own gods, right? Madness. Poseidon, Zeus, right? Krishna, Buddha. Is there a God besides the God of the Bible? Let's find out. Read on.
Yeah, there is no God.
Right?
I know not any.
The Lord said, I don't even know another God next to me. Right? I'm up there, I'm looking around. What other God is up here, man? These people say there's thousands of gods. I'm the only God sitting on my throne, man. I am the King of the kings, man. Right? And that's your Heavenly Father.
That's right.
Let's introduce you to him. Read that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 17. For the Lord your God is God of gods.
He's the what?
He's God of gods.
Hey, brother, did you know that God in the Bible is the God of gods and he belongs to you? Do you want to hear about it? 2 seconds. Come on, brother. Come hear about your God.
Get out!
See that? He wants to follow after the ways of the heathen.
Get out!
And the God of his Heavenly Father is going, hey, he's going to learn after death by pain, man. Read on.
A Lord of lords. A great God.
What?
A great God. A mighty and a terrible.
And a terrible. You know why he's terrible? Go to Psalm 66 verse 3. Why is he a terrible God? Well, I think terrible is associated with bad, evil, right? Desolation. Right, let's read about this works, man. Read that.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 66 and verse 3. Say unto God, how terrible art thou in thy works.
Right.
Though the greatness of thy power, shall thy enemies submit themselves unto thee.
Right, hey, the Most High's enemies are going to submit themselves unto him, man. He's terrible in his works. You ever see somebody get hit by a car? A Mack truck? Straight bullets just hitting a baby in the head? That's God's work, man. Read on.
And the earth shall worship thee, and shall sing unto thee. They shall sing to thy name, Salah. come and see the works of God. He is terrible in his doings toward the children of men.
King David said, come and see the works of God. He's terrible in his doing towards the children of men. What's stopping the Most High from flipping over that bike and his head going face first into the concrete, man? Pronounced instantly dead, man. That's what that's a terrible God, man. He can do those things, man. Go to Isaiah 45 verse 4.
That's all.
Right? And that's madness right there. And the Lord's gonna kill them too, man. What do you think he did? What do you think he set up Sodom and Gomorrah for? Hey, guess what? So they left as an example, man. Right? That's what they were doing in Sodom and Gomorrah. You heard of that? Sodom and Gomorrah? And the wickedness that was in it, right? That was what's going on in Sodom and Gomorrah. All day, all night, man. Right? That was vexed Lot, his righteous spirit. Read on, King.
Lord taketh reward. Right? He doeth execute the judgment of the fatherless.
Shalaki, what's going on, family? You got 2 seconds to hear y'all who y'all are in the Bible. What's your nationality?
They said they don't care.
They don't care? Man, they don't care when the Most High judge them, man. Right? They're gonna be calling on the name of the Lord when something happened to them, man. God, please. Right? But they're gonna learn after death by pain. You see that? You got dykes, trannies, homosexuals, transvestites. Welcome to the land of America. Right? That's why the Lord said this place has to be destroyed by fire. Go to Malachi 4:1.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 4. And it reads, for Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel my elect.
What's going on, sister? What's your nationality? What's your nationality, sister? You believe in God? You believe in the Bible? You got 2 seconds to hear about the words of Jesus Christ. 2 seconds. Come on, sister. Let go of the hand of the so-called way. Right? See that? Leading her to their destruction. Go to Isaiah 65, verse 2, somebody. Right? Isaiah 65, verse 2. Which one? Malachi 4:1. Read.
This is for the Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
And this place gotta go, man. This place, the day's coming, we gotta burn as an oven, man. Right? Read on.
And all the proud, ye, and all that do wickedly.
Right, and all the proud, man. All the prideful people. Somebody go to Proverbs 16:18 for me, man. All these prideful ass people. No, I don't care about my nationality. No, I'm gonna do what I want to do, man. Right? No, I'm gonna kiss my homosexual lover in front of the servants of the Lord, man. Right. That is going on, man. Right. That's why the Lord said this place got to burn with fire, man. Right? Read on.
Shall be stubble.
What?
Shall be stubble.
Read on.
In the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts.
Hey, brother dancing with the glasses. Read on.
That it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Right, and the Most High said from head to toe, man. Neither root nor branch, man. Right? They're gonna be so stubborn, man. Like the charcoal you do after you cook something on the grill, man. That's gonna be a lot of people on the earth today, man. Read that, man.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 2. I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good, after their own thoughts.
Right? Hey, guess what? These people walk in a way that's not good, after their own thoughts. That's pride, man. Right? Walking backwards in their lust. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, brother? How you feeling today, man?
We already talked.
Y'all trying to? So y'all know your nationality. The brother said he talked to y'all.
No, they ran away.
Oh, they ran away?
They said they had a date.
What about you, sister, in the orange? What's your nationality, sister?
She bought the paper up.
Huh?
She bought the paper up.
Oh, she bought the paper up? Well, the Most High gonna blow her up.
Right!
Fold her up like a damn lawn chair, man.
Right.
Hey, see that? Hey, judgments of the Most High comes. Hey, the Most High will blow you up, man. He'll put you in a damn position. Hey, the Most High, he's so terrible. He'll give you an infirmity where you can't get out of it, man.
Right.
You kind of got the damn, what's it called? You kind of lame. You can't move like this, and now you're just kind of stuck, man. Right? Hey, these people, hey, read that Proverbs 16:18. These people are prideful.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 18. Pride goes before destruction.
The Lord say,
Pride goes before destruction.
Pride goes before destruction, man. Right? Whenever somebody gets calamity, right? Whenever somebody gets put to death, guess what? Pride was right there. Pride just had happened. All right, see you later, brother. All right, keep these commandments, dude. Keep these commandments. All praises. What's going on, King? No, I thought you. All right, come on. Read on. Hold on. What's going on, brother? The New York cat. You believe in God?
Yes, sir, I do.
You got 1 second for God, one scripture. Come back here, one scripture, King. Yeah, you don't believe in God. You just lie. You don't believe in God, I mean, you believe in yourself. Read that.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
Yeah, Kyle, you all good, King. Man, it's a pride. Go to Sirach chapter 10 and verse 13. It's a prideful people out here, man.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 7 and verse 24. But they hearken not, nor incline their ear, but walked in the counsels and in the imaginations of their evil heart.
And walked in the imagination of their evil heart, man. All right, what's going on, brothers? Don't hear some great news today?
I woke up.
All right, who woke you up today? Hey, come here about him. 2 seconds, brother. 2 seconds, brother. So y'all may be Israelites according to the Bible. All right, I'm gonna start saying maybe, man. Read on.
And went backward.
And went what?
And went backward.
And them brothers was going backwards, man. Right. Them brothers are going backwards into the ways of destruction.
Right.
What's going on, Esau? What's going on? You okay? You listen, you believe in Jesus? You love Jesus? Come up here, let's talk. Alright? You believe in the Bible? You believe in the Bible? You believe in everything in the Bible? Genesis to Revelation? Okay. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about these atrocities that happen to God's people? Huh? It's messed up, right? Who would you say did that? Men did, what type of men? Which men? The Hawaiian men? Who did it? You think? That was those white people, right?
Alright.
Yeah, and so-called white people did. Oh, it's on that side too? Yeah, come on, look. Right? So-called white men did this, right? Your forefathers did so. Alright? What do you think has to happen to those men? We're in Galatians 6 and 7. You gotta be punished, right? What about their descendants? They should be punished too. So you agree that you should be punished when the kingdom of heaven happens. Right? You should be in slavery, right? Yeah, for your ancestors, right? Exactly, you understand that, right? Read that. 6 and 7.
Well, the book of Galatians, chapter 6 and verse 7 in the read. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall be also reaped.
So your forefathers sold in 400 to 500 years of being slavery, bloodshed, killing, atrocities, martyrdom, raping, raping, right? All that, man. Right? So guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna reap that back. That plant's gonna come up out the ground, and that's what you're gonna reap. Right? And now understand this. Are you sorry for what your forefathers have done? Yeah. How do you show that you're sorry? Right? Now understand this. The Lord has simple directions on for what your nation of people can do to show that you're sorry. Are you willing to listen to that and actually do what the Most High commands you to do as an Edomite? Okay, bro, read that. Now we believe in you. We believe in you. Let's see if you're a man of your word. You're a man of your word.
That's the mic is
All right, come on. Read that.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 49 and verse 23.
Come here to words of the Lord, sisters. Come here to words of the Lord, family.
Right. Shall be thy nursing father, right? And their queens, thy nursing mother.
Right, because in slavery, right, we have to breastfeed y'all children. We have to take care of y'all children. So y'all gonna do that in the kingdom of heaven. There's gonna be a role reversal, if you will. Read on.
They shall bow down to thee.
What the Lord say?
They shall bow down to thee.
How does he say I'm sorry?
They shall bow down to thee.
So what was your name? Johnny? Johnny, I'm gonna need you to get on 2 knees and bow down to the men of the Lord. That's what the Lord said. Yep. Doing well, Johnny. Right, 2 knees. All right, that's not it. Read on.
With their feet toward the earth.
What the Lord say?
With their feet toward the earth.
Back up. Back up. Back up.
Hey, can brothers form a line?
Back up.
Can brothers form a line?
I'm first.
Come on. Form a line behind the elder. Behind the brother. Azariah. Right, read on.
And lick up the dust of thy feet.
Kiss that brother's boot. You gotta kiss that brother's boot. Right? Everybody make a line. Right? Kiss that brother's shoe. Kiss the back of it. Yup. There you go. Yup. Next. All right. Go around. You can go around. All right, next. I'll go last. All right, next. Hold on. You're not done, Johnny. All right. There we go. All right, next. You got it, King. All right. Who else can get some of that? All right. Yeah, get that thing, King. There we go. Yup, next. All right, there we go. Did everybody get this? Hey, come on, it's my prospect right here, man. Come on, King. Hold on, you're not done. You gotta kiss this one too. Right there. There we go. That's for my hands. And this one. All right. Kiss. Yeah, come on. Come on, for the princess too. Are you good? You good? All right, you can get up, Johnny. You did well, Johnny. You did well. You're man of your word. Get your hand off. All praise. Oh, you can pick that up for me, Johnny?
That's right.
You can pick that up for me? All right, hold on to that until I say you can throw that away. All right? Now you're a man of your word, Johnny.
Can I get
Huh? You know you can do what Johnny did and bow down and kiss the servants of the Lord's boot.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
That's what you can do, Holly. Right? That's what you can do. That's when the king, hey, the Most High is pleased with that. Right? You may be a chief slave in the kingdom of heaven. Huh? Right? Now let's get back to the words of the Lord. What you want? Hey, John, you can back up for me? Right by that sign. What's going on, brother? Come up here. You're a king. You're a king, man. We reverence kings up here. All praise. Right? Cigarette. What's your nationality? You got to throw that cigarette away. African American. All right. Now, what makes you say that? Huh? God in the Bible called you an African American? Hey, sister. 2 minutes, sister. All right, well, brother, you an Israelite according to the Bible. You ever heard of that? You're an Israelite according to your flesh. All right, according to the Bible, you're an Israelite. You come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know that? Right. And you got to keep God's commandments. You know God's commandments? Yeah. What else? All right. Go to Deuteronomy 14:8. Right, yeah, we're going to tell you, brother. You're just an Israelite. All right, brother, tell me, you've been up here before. You learned this before. So we're going to cut straight to the chase. You got to keep God's commandments. Right, go to 1 Corinthians 3:16.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 14 and verse 8. In the swine, because it divideth the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you.
No pork. You understand that, brother?
Yes, sir.
No pork. No.
That's unclean.
That's unclean. All right, read on.
Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass.
Right, no, right, read on.
These ye shall eat. All that are in the waters, all that have fins and scales shall ye eat.
Hey, brother, come up here. We out here for you, King. Huh? What's your nationality, my man? Now, what's your father? Your father? Black and Indian, like Native American? Okay, all praise to the Most High. Well, now we got great news for you, King. All right, go to Deuteronomy chapter 20 and verse 15. Go to Psalm chapter 105 and verse 18. Now I'm going to ask you something. Because we're going to go to Genesis 40 and verse 15. Right? I'm going to ask whose forefathers did these atrocities happen to? I'm going to show you something. Psalms 105 and verse 18.
It's the book of Psalms chapter 105 and verse 18.
Now read it over here real quick.
And it reads, this shall be written for the...
Now listen.
You good right there. You good right
there. It's the book of Psalms chapter 105. It's the book of Psalms chapter 105 verse 18. Whose feet they hurt with fetters, he shall lay in iron. Whose feet they hurt with fetters, he shall lay in iron.
Laid in iron, right? Whose forefathers was laid in iron? Our people, right? Right? Their feet was hurt with iron. Read on.
Until the time that his word came, the word of the Lord tried him.
Now, guess what? Read that, King. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 20.
The book of Genesis, chapter 40, and verse number 15. For indeed,
saying?
I was stolen away.
Whose forefathers were stolen away? Our forefathers, right? Even the Native Americans, man. Now, why are we reading these things out the Bible? Why? Everybody got one. Grandma got one sitting in her kitchen. Open it. Philippians 3:14. Why don't we read our book? It's talking about us. It ain't talking about the so-called white man. Right? Read on. Read on.
Well, end up. No, it's like it. End up. No, no.
That page put that.
For indeed I was stolen out of the land of the Hebrews.
Right, so we were stolen from our homeland. We never been back to the land of Israel. Right? We're from Africa. We're not from Africa. We fled into West Africa, man. Fleeing Roman persecution. Right. You're from the land of Israel. Right? Y'all will be the people of the book. You know how I would know. Right? Hold that. Go to Deuteronomy 7:6. I'm gonna show y'all something. Right? Let's see if this bears witness with y'all spirit. Bring that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, and verse 6, and it reads, For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
Chose everybody.
Have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Now, out of all the nations on the face of the earth, who would you say is more special to God? Right? We walk a little bit different. Right? Our people, man. Right? Nobody can cook like us, man. Right? The so-called white man's grandmother is not cooking like your grandmother, man. Right? The so-called white man is not dancing like the Native Americans, man. Right? They're not doing it, man. Right? That man is not better than you, man. The Lord set us on higher than all nations on the face of the earth. Let's look how he walked, man. Right? We walk this a little bit different, man. Exactly, man. We got the salt of the earth. Now, question: why are we at the bottom of society? What happened? Go to Jeremiah 44:23. What happened? What happened in the process of time? The earth that was made for you, when the sun comes out, you get a little bit more beautiful. When the sun comes out, they die a little bit more. So how are they ruling the world? What happened, man? The Bible got the answers, man. Just like I told you where our forefathers are going to be, it's going to tell you what happened in the process of time. Right? Somebody go to Ezekiel 39:22. Right?
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 44, and verse 23. Because you have burnt incense, and because you have sinned against the Lord. Sinned against the Lord.
We didn't do what our father told us to do. Like your father goes to work and tells you to wash the dishes and clean your room before I get back. What are you supposed to do? Wash the dishes and clean your room, man. When the Lord left us to govern the world and get these nations in order, hey, we didn't do that. We decided to serve other gods, right? We decided to bow down to Allah, right? We didn't do what the Lord commanded us to do as a chosen people, man. Read on.
And have not obeyed the voice of the Lord, right? Nor walked in his law, right? Nor in his statutes, right? Nor in his testimony.
Read on.
Therefore, this evil has happened unto you, right? As at this day.
And as at this day, this evil is still happening to our people. Oh God. Hey, we still killing each other. Hey, if we was keeping God's commandments, he said love your brother as you love yourself. Would there be any gang violence? See that? You see that? And guess what? Now we disobeying the Lord. Read that, King Amos 31.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known.
The Lord only knows us. Put that out while we left. Right? Hey, guess what? The Lord said, you only have I known. He only known our forefathers, man. Moses didn't say, let all people go. He said, let my people go, man. Right? What has our people been saying for ages? Martin Luther King, right? Then Malcolm X. They wanted our people to be free, man. Right? Read on.
Only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So, hey, brother. Right, brother in the blue shirt, what was your name? Huh? Hey, now, let's say you go to school, right, and you act up with your friends, and the principal call your mom. Right, you come home, is your mom gonna beat you? She gonna beat your friends. She gonna beat you. The Lord said, hey, therefore I only know you. I gave you my law, statutes, commandments. I set y'all higher above all the nations. I hold y'all to a higher standard. I taught y'all. Therefore I'm gonna punish you for all your iniquities. Now, why do you think we get treated so worse than society? Right? Why do you think all these other nations, they living good, but we not? Because the Lord said, I'm going to punish you for all your iniquities, man. Now, what do? Right? We broke God's laws. We in America. We've been here for 500 years. We still don't run the world. What do we do? What is 2 Ezra 6 and 9? Can you go drop that? What do we have to do? Do y'all know? I'm going to show y'all. Right? Go to Joshua 22 and verse 5. Right? 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and 59.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 9. 59. If the world now be made for our sake.
Now this is Ezra. Ezra the prophet. He said, damn, Lord, if the world be made for our sakes, read on.
Why do we not possess an inheritance with the world?
He said, Lord, you created the world for us. Why don't we run the world? Why don't we own the world, man? Why am I still in slavery? We've been enslaved under the Egyptians, the Assyrians, the Babylonians, right, the Persians, the Medes, the Grecians, the Romans, and the Americans. We just can't get right. We just can't listen to the Lord, man. We always want to follow after the ways of the nations, man. Ezra say, how long are we going to keep doing this, man? Read on.
How long shall this endure?
What do you ask?
How long shall this endure?
How long am I going to keep being at the bottom of society? I got to keep paying taxes to the so-called white man, man. Right? I got to keep getting pulled over and not know if I'm going to see my son that night, man. How the hell shall long shall he endure? Read on. That's it. God, all praises, man. Well, I'm going to show you something. This is what we got to do. Read on.
This is the book of Joshua, chapter 22 and verse 5. Right. It says, but take diligent heed to the do.
Read that slowly.
God. It says, but take diligent heed to do the commandments in the law, which Moses, the servant of the Lord, charged you, to love the Lord your God. What? To love the Lord your God.
Love the Lord your God. Everybody say they love God, but how many people is really keeping his commandments? How many people is really doing what the Lord told them to do? Right? The Lord said, stop whoring out your sisters, stop killing your brother. I love God though, but I'm about to write on that nigga tonight. Oh, you don't love God then, man. Right? The Lord said, keep his commandments. Read on.
And to walk in all his ways, and to keep his commandments, and to cleave unto him, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul.
Right? To serve him with all your heart and with all your soul, man. Now, y'all not black people. Y'all not African American. You're not Native Indians, man. That means savage, man. Right? African American is the last name of two so-called white men. Do y'all come from white people? Hell no, man. Right? Black is the color of my damn pants, man. Right? Y'all are Israelites, Hebrews. Go to Exodus chapter 5 and 3, man. God is not the God of black people. He's not the God of the African Americans. Right? He's the God of the Hebrews.
Right. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 5 and verse 3. Right. And they said, the power of the Hebrews.
The what?
The power of the Hebrews.
Power of black.
The power of the Hebrews.
Power of Hebrews, man. Y'all gotta come back to your nationality, your heritage, man. What language did we used to speak? What land did we have? What flag did we used to raise up? Where's our army? Where's our government? Right? Where are these different things? Where's our language? Huh? We depend on the so-called white man for everything. How are you free, man? Right? When something goes wrong, you're calling Indianapolis Police Department, man. Right. You're not calling on your God, man. Right? These are the things we gotta get back in these last days. Go to Sirach chapter 17 and verse 11. And guess what? Our culture is our laws. Y'all know any of God's laws? I'll show y'all something. Go to 1 Corinthians 3 and 16. Alright? 1 Corinthians 3 and 16. One of y'all go to Deuteronomy 14 and verse 8. I know y'all got your holding a lot of things.
This book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3 and verse 16. Yeah. And it reads thus, know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
So as an Israelite man, y'all are temples of the Most High, man. Right? Y'all bodies are temple. Read on.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you. If any man defile the temple of God,
the Lord say,
if any man defile the temple of God,
you're also going to learn this about your God. Right? Now I'm introducing y'all to your God. This is what y'all going to learn, man. Right? The Most High don't play around. Y'all strong black father, he don't play around, man. Right? You ever seen Good Times? Right? But he was not playing around with his children, man. That's what the Lord feels about us. Right? What he's going to do if you defile your temple, you know?
Him shall God destroy.
What the Lord say?
Him shall God destroy.
Oh, put you to death, man. Right? So, hey, y'all can't be defiling your temple. I know smoking, right? No eating the pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. These are all the things that defile your temple. Having sex with just any woman out there, man. Right? Y'all are Israelites, man. Y'all got a holy seed, man. Right? Y'all kings. You can't just lay down with any king, man. Right? Read on.
To 1 Corinthians 6 and 19. What ye know, not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you, which ye have of God, and ye are not your own, and ye are not your own, for ye are bought with a price.
Y'all supposed to be dead. We were supposed to be dead right now. How are we bought with a price? Hey, so-called Jesus Christ died for his nation, man. He died for us to be here right now, man. Right? So your body don't belong to you. It belongs to the Lord. And last time I checked, when the Lord was walking the earth, he wasn't smoking. Right? We got to do what the Lord was doing, man. Right, read on.
Therefore glorify God in your bodies and in your spirit, which are God.
Which are what?
Which are God.
Body belongs to God, Father, man. And he left that to you to watch over, man. So y'all can't be defiling yourself as kings or as Israelites on earth. We got to keep God's commandments to show that we love God. Right? What's your sorry, 17?
It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 17 and verse 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge in the law of life for inheritance.
For what?
For inheritance.
Right, and our heritage is the law of life. Our heritage is not BET and smoking weed and chasing t-shirt around, right, with a damn Hennessy bottle, man. That's not our heritage, man. Right? Our heritage is keeping God's laws as a wise, understanding nation of people, man. And that's what we got to teach our people. We're going to give you another law. Read that.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 22, and verse 16, and it reads, and if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed.
You talking to a sister, right? Only the sister, only the people of your nation, man. Get you a black, Hispanic, Native American woman, man. Don't be like these people and give them a so-called white woman. Hell no, man. Right? They want to deal with it so bad. Hey, the Lord said get you a woman of your own nation, man.
That's right.
So let's say you do get a woman talking to her. Right, read on.
In line with her.
What?
In line with her.
Lay down with that woman. Read on.
He shall surely endow her to be his wife.
Endow that woman to be a wife. Endow means financially responsible for her. Right? Sex is marriage in the Bible. Right? There is no such thing as sex before marriage. Sex is marriage, man. If you lay down with a woman inside of the Most High, that's your wife. Man. You better take care of her. The Lord not playing around with his daughters, man. Right? Like are the sons of God, these are the daughters of God. We can't just be whoring out our women. And what do you see our people like to do? Whore out our women. Music videos, all types of calamities, man. Exactly. And what is the Most High going to do to those people? Why do you think you see these rappers and these NFL players keep dying, man? Read that, King.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
So the Lord said marriage is honorable. It's okay, yeah, you can have sex, but hey, you got to do it in righteousness. You know what?
But whoremonger.
What?
But whoremonger.
Female and male hoes. Read on.
And adulterers.
Right?
Yahweh will judge.
What's the Lord say?
God will judge.
God will utterly judge that man. And you see people getting diseases, HIV, AIDS, that man just can't control, man. That's the Most High judging those people for fornication, wickedness, man. Right? I'm going to show y'all another command. Go to Leviticus chapter 19, verse 26. Right? As young kings, you got to do this. Go to 1 Kings chapter 2, verse 2. Because what does it mean to be a man? Do y'all know what it means to be a man? Is it having nice lawn, right? Having a lot of money? Does that mean you're a man? Right? Well, let's see what the Lord said. Read that.
This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 2 and verse 2. I know the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore. And show thyself a man. What the Lord say? And show thyself a man.
King David told King Solomon, before I die and you run my empire, you better be a man. Right? That's what he told King Solomon, the most wisest man to ever live. Your forefather, man. Read on.
Verse 3. And keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
Right?
To walk in his ways.
Right?
To keep his statutes.
Right?
And his commandments.
And his what?
And his commandments.
How do you be a man?
And his commandments.
Read on.
And his judgment.
Right?
And his testimony.
Right?
As it is written in the law of Moses.
We just read out the law of Moses, man. Right? As it's written in the law of Moses, that's what y'all got to do as men on the earth. People are looking up to y'all whether y'all like it or not. Right? Y'all better got a nephew, right? A son, right? Whoever mentor, they're looking up to you. Y'all got to be a man. Now, how do you be a man? Is by keeping God's laws, man.
That's
so they
right.
see y'all walking righteously, they gonna start walking righteously.
That's
right.
right.
They gonna say, hold on, man. They not fornicating with every other woman. I'm not gonna do that either, man. Because I look up to these brothers, man. I read that.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 26. Ye shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall ye use enchantments, nor observe time.
Y'all don't eat things with the blood, do y'all? You don't eat things with the blood? Y'all like y'all full cook. Right? We're not like you so-called white men. Okay, we're not. Exactly. Right? Now, the Lord also said don't use enchantments or observe times. Y'all know what that means? Right? Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini. That goes into star worship. Astrology. Right? The Lord's not dealing with that. That's called idolatry. Exodus 22, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Why are you serving the creation and not the creator that created the creation? That's going off. Right? The Lord said, don't indulge in any of those things. When somebody says, hey, what's your son? But I don't know. I'm an Israelite. I don't deal with that. Right? You kind of leave the room. Right? Read on.
Ye shall not round the corners of your head, neither shall go more the borders of thy beard.
So the Lord said you can't. The Lord said you can't cut off your head like then Tyrese Gibson, right, baby boy. Right, you can't shave your head more like Michael Jordan. That's going on. And you can't shave off your beard. Y'all brothers gotta grow beards, man. Right? If you can grow a beard, you gotta grow a beard. Man, I'm trying. Right? We gotta grow beards, man. Why? Because what's a lion without his mane? Right? You can't. If you cut off a male lion beard, hey, he looks like a female lion. He becomes more feminine, man. Why do you think the so-called white man cuts off your beard when y'all go to jail? Or in the 1940s and 50s and calls you a bull? Right? Or see, he got his beard on his face. They know, man. But if you go to that damn jug, they can tell you take your beard off your face. You can't do it. Like, no, I'm an Israelite, man. So y'all brothers got to grow beards as men of God, man. Right?
This is the book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 25.
Yeah.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
The Lord say,
who changed the truth of God into a lie?
If you look around you, right, you got churches, you got people, they change the truth of God into a lie. Right? Read on.
And worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
They serve the creature more than the creator. Right? Their idols are now LeBron James. Their idols is now Jason Tatum. Right? These are gods on earth, man. And they serving their God that instead of the Most High. They're serving them the so-called white Jesus Christ instead of the Most High, man. Right? Read on.
Who is blessed forever? Amen.
And guess what? You can't be doing those different things. You gotta serve the Most High. Right? We're gonna introduce y'all to the Most High. But first, what are 3 things that y'all learned up here? Huh? Read in Hebrews, right? Right? How do you be man? Right?
That's right.
Numbers 15:38. All right. What else? Tilapia, right? These are clean fish. Fish that don't have fins and scales, like crab, shrimp, lobster, scallops, crawfish. You can't be eating those things, man. Right. That's defiling your temple. Most catfish, right? Those things clean the ocean floor. And why do you think every body of water around America is polluted? Because they serve this tonight. Right? You're eating the things that clean the waters. That's why the Lord says do not deal with those things. Well, read that, King.
God, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38.
Read out.
You know?
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Who's the children of Israel? Y'all
That's right.
Right? You listening, brother? Marion, who's the children of Israel? Come on, you got to pay attention, brother. Who's the children of Israel? We are. We the children of Israel, brother.
Right.
You know what?
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generation.
Right, so your kids got to have this on, your kids got to have this on now. What is the Lord referring to? What does everybody have on their shirt? The fringes, right? Right. The Lord said we got to have these out for our generations. Now remember, we're a holy people.
Right.
We're a set-apart nation. We don't do the same things as other nations. Last time I checked, not everybody's a king, man. Right? Not everybody's only one king. Right. But we're a nation of kings, so we all got to have this on. You know what?
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Now, y'all know what's significant about that blue? Right? In the ancient world, blue's a royal color for kings. So the other nations, when they set up their kings, when they set up their gods, they always have blue on. Right? If you're in the ancient world, you weren't a king, you have blue on, you may go to jail or you may get put to death. Why? Because you're trying to impersonate a king. But remember, the Lord called us a nation of kings and priests. Right. I will show you that. Read that, Esther 8:15.
It's the book of Esther, chapter 8 and verse 15, and it reads, and Mordecai went out from the presence of the king.
Now, Mordecai was an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. During the Persian Median Empire about 1,500 years ago, in the presence of Xerxes the king, Xerxes the first. Right? It's real history. Read on.
Of the king in royal apparel.
And what?
In royal apparel.
Snapbacks and skinny jeans.
Of royal apparel.
Our kings have royal apparel on. Read on.
Of blue.
Of what?
Of blue.
Right?
And white. Right? And with a great crown of gold.
And that's what our kings was dressed in. That's why the Lord said we gotta have that ribbon of blue on to remind you that you're a king always and forever. Read on. Now, what are the fringes for? Read on.
Verse 39. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, right, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
And what?
And do them.
And what?
And do them.
When y'all have these fringes on, y'all gotta remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them. Right. Right? Grandma comes in with some damn lobster talking about, yeah, baby, I was down in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean 15 hours for this crab for you, baby. And I cooked it all up with the lemon at the side. She give it to you. She's like, yeah, thank you, Grandma. And you about to eat the crab, and you look at your fringes like, damn, I can't eat that. And you throw it away. Your grandma's like, why you throw it away, baby? Because I'm an Israelite. I'm trying to be a man. The Lord, I'm trying to keep the charge of the Lord my God. I want to receive everlasting life. Right? I want to reign with the Lord Jesus Christ, who the world calls Jesus Christ. Yahweh shine his everlasting kingdom, man. That promise was given to y'all, man. But y'all gotta keep God's commandments first. You understand that? Keep God's commandments as what? As black people? Or as what? Hebrews. Count all praise to the Most High. Y'all got a flyer? I gotta get y'all a flyer. I'm gonna let y'all get a flyer here. Right? All praise to the Most High. Somebody go to Amos chapter 4 and verse 12. Amos chapter 4 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
All right? And somebody go to Ezekiel chapter 14 and 13. Hold that Amos when you got it. See, but you're going to read that powerful.
Yeah. Ezekiel chapter 14 and verse number 13. Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by transgressing grievously, then will I stretch out my head upon it, and will break the staff of the bread thereof, and will send famine upon it, and will cut off men and beasts from it.
Right, and the Lord said, famine's coming to America. She's carrying an orange cone, and eggs is $15. She's carrying an orange cone, and gas is $10, man. Right, this place is finished, man. Right, and the Lord said he's going to send a famine. So what must our people do in these last days, man? Read that. It's the book of Amos, chapter 4 and verse 12. Therefore, this will I do unto thee, O Israel. And because I will do this unto thee, and because famine is coming, and because persecution is coming, the sword, right, brother against brother, mother against sister, all these things are coming to Babylon the Great. What did the Lord say to do? Prepare to meet thy God! What the Lord say? Prepare to meet thy God! Read it again. Prepare to meet thy God! Oh Israel! Oh Israel! Oh Hispanics! Oh Israel! Americans! Oh Israel! And with that, I say, come Yahshua! Come Yahshua! Come Yahshua! Come Yahshua!